Hi, friends. Welcome into the firm of Harris and Marang. Patrick Harris with you. That's me, and that's Danny Marang to my left. Casey Smith behind the glass on the ones and twos. The Fam Bam here on a Tuesday for you. Happy little Tuesday. It's always a Tuesday around here. Shout out Hot Corner, R.I.P.
Or it's a Friday, like last week when it was a Tuesday. Happy Friday, I think you said to start the show?
I did walk into someplace yesterday in the afternoon and said good morning.
Do you acknowledge it, or do you just let it go?
We laughed.
Okay.
I knew it instantly. I said good morning. Ooh. And then we laughed.
I did the hey, have a good night, and it was like 11 o'clock.
Well, I mean, that can still work. Like, hey, I hope your evening is great.
Yeah, but it still felt weird.
Yeah, maybe not say it that way.
My brother's basic greeting to people is always good morning. Regardless of what time.
Regardless of what it is?
Regardless of what it is, it's always good morning.
You know what my greeting is for everybody? It's so lame. Hi, friend. Every single time. If it's multiple people, it's plural. Hi, friends. I don't mean to. It just comes out. It just happens. What am I supposed to do? Can't teach this old dog new tricks.
Speaking of, things that just happened, how the hell did we have the same color hat today? I just realized it. They called it out in the YouTube.
Yours is a camo green. Mine is a forest green.
That ain't forest green, brother. That's olive drab.
Olive drab?
Yeah. Yeah. Case, is that forest green or is that olive?
They're really similar, but Patrick's is just a little bit darker.
I think it's the lighting.
You can put it on the ball.
Would you call that forest green or would you call that olive?
I think it's more olive. I think you are correct.
Yeah, I'd probably say more olive.
But yours is more like military green.
But I would actually say that yours is more of an olive color.
Oh, no, mine 100% is.
His just has that darker shade.
My hat matches my pants.
Mine has literal camo inside. So
I color coordinate my hat with usually my pant color.
I did not.
Because the middle should coordinate with your bottom. And if your top coordinates with your bottom, then it in theory will coordinate with the middle.
There you go.
This is called drip, is what the kids tell me.
I have workout shorts on, so.
No. Drip is the swagger you get.
There you go.
The fit is what you're wearing.
There you go.
So
that is correct.
This is the fit,
Thanks,
but
Dad.
it's creating drip.
That is correct.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
giving
you.
drip.
Shout out to my 13-year-old for asking me, hey, can you catch the fit? And I go, yeah, nice drip too. She goes, oh, thanks.
You hit him with a 6'7" recently?
No, I can't do that. That is so dead. I was listening to MLB Network the other day, and one of the old dudes on there, I think it was Mike Farron, he said something like, he's batting like 6th or 7th in the lineup. Mm-hmm. And he waited for his producer to do something, and he got mad that his producer didn't do something. And I was like, if the old guy on baseball is dropping 6, 7 jokes, I think that joke is dead. And deader than dead.
I believe a minor league team just planned a night based off of 6-7 that's supposed to be on June 7th.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Yeah, just saw the promo for that yesterday.
And it's gone.
I did hit...
When brands grab a hold of it, it's like it's dead.
I did hit my kid the other day with the dab.
Oh, bringing that back?
Oh, yeah. I hit him. I hit
that.
him with the dab the other day. He almost passed out.
There you go.
Just looked at me and was like,
I don't know what to do.
The brain just short-circuited, and he just
Love
fell to
that.
the ground. Got him.
We had a producer at NBC that would just randomly pop one. Just got him. Hit the dab.
Boom.
It's great because we could see when we were in the upstairs studio. It's twice the size of this room, but our producer was right there, and somebody would say something, he would just randomly just bop.
Well, I got my youngest is a stimmy kid. Do you know what a stimmy kid is? Yeah, my youngest is a stimmy, diehard stimmy. Like he reps that thing hard, and every time he hit the dab, he would foot fire too.
Oh yeah.
So he'd throw the dab. The dab would be not moving, but his feet would foot fire.
There you go.
And he would dip his head down. I would do that to him all the time. Now, when it was cool, he loved it. Now he's just like, oh, God, what do I do?
Purposeful embarrassment?
Purposeful embarrassment, yeah.
I love doing that to my lady.
Dude, being a dad and doing it is awesome. Now, when you are the kid and your dad does it, it's the worst feeling in the world.
My dad used to, when he would drop off my sister, he would hit a voice My sister's name is Chelsea, and he would be like, "Bye, Chelly. Have a good day. Don't do drugs, Chelly." Out the windows, dropping her off for school. She would sprint to the building. He lived for that. You ever wonder why I am the way that I am? It's because my whole family just bullies each other. It's great.
I had a partner a long time ago, and her dad used to always say, "Hey, have fun, wear clothes." All the time.
I like that one.
All the time.
I like that one.
We were in like a serious relationship. We're like living together, and he'd be like, "Oh, it's good to see you guys. Have fun, wear clothes."
I need to work.
great.
I need to work that one.
I liked that guy. Turns out I don't like her very much, but I liked that guy. He was cool.
I'm trying to work more dad references in. I'm trying to get my my dad joke game up.
What is like? How awful is it to, like, we all have partners here, and how awful is it, like, when you realize your partner and you no longer work, but you're like, man, I really like their dad, or I really like their brother, or their sister, or their mom, or somebody's really sweet. I have another former partner whose mom was awesome, but it's like, I don't work no more.
Yeah, no.
Can't stick around just because they got cool parents.
Nope.
I'm lucky now. I enjoy my in-laws now.
Yeah.
My current in-laws, my probably future forever in-laws.
I would make sure you say that out loud. Lock that one in.
There is a chance, too, that the wife is actually listening right
Hey!
now. I know.
Well, sucks to suck, huh, bud?
Yeah, she knows I'm a piece.
Hey.
She knows I ain't worth it. Or maybe I am a piece. Ooh, a dime piece? Do we
well.
still say dime piece?
Oh, well, you maybe
Occasionally.
2 nickels.
Occasionally?
I think in reference. I don't think it's something.
I mean, in sports, you can still say, ooh, that was dime.
That was dime, yeah.
Dime throw.
You might be Patty 2 nickels.
Patty Two Nickels. That was my
Danny Dimes.
That was my Danny Dimes nickname, Danny Two Nickels. I did explain that to somebody the other day. It might have been Sprague. I don't remember.
And he was like, what?
He was like, why? And I go, because he's not a full dime. He's 2 nickels. And he
like-
just looked at me
he's
like I
like-
was an idiot.
Yeah. He does that.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah. You never are unsure of what he's thinking. That's for sure. It's the simple things in life,
If you
man.
throw a ball and it looks really great, like a football, like it's an NFL game, but it gets tipped, but then lands perfectly in the basket of a receiver, is that a 2 nickel throw?
I can go with that.
It was broken up.
I can go with that. Can't be a dot.
Can't be a dot.
Can't
Nope.
be a dime.
Can't be a dime. 2 nickels is a dime.
Yeah, I can go with that.
That's fair.
That's fair. I like that.
That's a really. That's something
that's very
that
apt.
needs a name.
Yeah, that's very
a very
apt.
good one.
The old deflection. It was a good throw, but the defender made a really good play on it, but it still ended up being so good. That
Again, a tip drill, but we're
Yeah.
still talking about the throw itself.
yeah.
You're welcome, USA.
Because every now and then a defender, on a perfect throw, a defender can still make a play.
Totally. How many tipped balls does Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and Drew Brees have?
Oh, God, a lot.
Thousands.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about thousands.
No, maybe a lot.
Hundreds.
I mean, tip drills usually turn into picks, but yeah, I'm with you there.
Is there
I'm
anything?
picking up what you're putting down.
Is there anything more disappointing when a tipped ball doesn't get intercepted?
Oh, and you see the full dive.
Like you're watching, it's a tight game, it's a playoff game, all right? And
It goes
you're down.
up in the air.
It goes up in the air, and you there as a fan are like, and then nobody gets it.
It's especially good when you see the big D tackle just struggling to get to it, and then tries to dive, but they get 2 inches off the ground,
And their dive is the knees really just collapse into the turf.
And then they're so mad that they didn't catch it that they slam their hand on the turf, and I'm like, that doesn't feel good, man. That's concrete under that
well,
turf.
there's a little nicer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer now.
Unless we're talking about MetLife.
Yeah, that snatches people's souls and ACLs.
Who's died at MetLife? Reggie Bush died at MetLife, didn't he?
Was that in?
Saquon,
Yeah.
Saquon, yeah.
I believe McCaffrey as well.
Did Reggie die there? Did
No,
Reggie die somewhere else?
No, that was New Orleans. That was at home.
It was at home?
That was at home. Yeah.
When he slipped and blew his ACL?
And that's also where he got blown up on the screenplay.
Rogers' Achilles, Malik Neighbors'
Rogers'
that's
Achilles.
right, yeah.
ACL, Odell's ACL and ankle, and Bosa's ACL, Solomon Thomas ACL, Jalen Phillips Achilles, Sterling Shepard's ACL and Achilles, Wandale Robinson's ACL, Jabril Peppers ACL, Odell's other ankle, and then Joe Alt ankle.
Bro.
Yeah, we need
That's
to fix
just
that.
the short list.
We need to fix that.
What's more haunted, the 49ers practice facility and the electromagnetic waves, or MetLife's turf?
Well, don't forget, FedEx did kill Robert Griffin III.
Yeah, it's true. Got his leg with the wrong
Did I
leg.
leave off Blake Martinez,
Yes, you
Rodarius Williams, TJ Brunson, Jonathan Harrison, Matt Pert, and Tyrann Mathieu.
Good gravy.
Wow. You got to do something about that.
How
You
is
can't
that-
be walking the world with that.
How is that allowed? That's filthy.
Because it doesn't matter who dies in the NFL.
I guess. Well, I mean, it does.
Thing marches on.
I know, but it's money.
Yeah. But who's the next guy up?
Yeah, it's fair.
Next guy up mentality, Danny.
Gross.
We just got to play the guys we can play.
I just saw the scroll for the tournament this weekend. There's a par 4 490-yard hole, and I'm just like, par 4? Par 4? Really?
Seeing that picture of Brooks Koepka only 7 years ago looks like 27 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, COVID aged some people.
I also think the steroids made him huge.
Yeah.
That guy's huge now.
Well, I mean, we did this with Tiger, too. We saw the TGL before he flipped his car the next day, and it was just like, Balco? Balco.
He's on Miami stuff. Didn't he have the same guy as Alex Rodriguez?
Yeah, it's Balco.
It was like Anthopoulos.
Isn't it Balco? I know it was Bonds, but it wasn't that guy
Balco
from
was
there?
based out of San Francisco.
Didn't they have the Miami office?
I don't know if it was Balco specifically. I just know that there was the dude that A-Rod got busted with, and I think Tiger was going to that guy as well.
What was that clinic? Oh no, I always think of it. It's biogenesis.
Biogenesis,
That's what it was. I always
there you
think
go.
Balco, and it's the B.
It's the bees.
Yeah, that's what gets me. Yeah, biogenesis was the one that did everybody. That was A-Rod, Braun, all the guys. No, Nelly Cruz. How did Bartolo Colon get out of that?
What do you mean?
He was linked to that clinic.
Oh, he got popped.
Yeah,
He served a suspension.
but I mean, like nobody cares.
He's Bartolo Colon, man.
Right?
He's lovable.
I mean, he also did serve up the meatball to D. Gordon.
Yeah.
After the Jose
After-
Fernandez?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's the human drumstick.
I mean, that was
He's probably the most lovable baseball player that
like. Has
there
there
is.
ever been a pitcher who got something more right? He threw that. He piped it like 84 down the middle.
Bartolo knows what's up.
Let D. Gordon absolutely hammer it, and Bartolo didn't even look.
Cy Young winner, Bartolo Colon.
And he loves he is the biggest proponent of bring back hitting pitchers.
Yes. He once hit a home run, and I think it took him 2 minutes to round the bases.
My man took his time. He didn't know how long it was. You got to celebrate those.
The anniversary of that was like a week ago.
Was it really?
Yeah, shout out the human
Was
drumstick.
it 20 years ago?
He was a big boy. Big boy.
It's tough.
He was a Met. It was near the end of his
Oh, yeah.
career. The best part about that whole video isn't Bartolo hitting the home run. It's the Mets dugout
Losing their
out.
mind.
Freaking out. Because it was a bomb.
Yeah.
I believe it was in San Diego.
Well, I mean, he's a big boy.
He's a
if,
big
if
guy.
he's going to swing that bat and put the bat on the ball, it's going to go pretty far.
Oakley Dokley, we got a great show for you today. It is a free consultation Tuesday. We'll do that at 12:15 as we always do. Web gems per usual on a Tuesday, on an everyday, really. There's a lot of kind of tournament conversations to talk, eligibility stuff to talk, some leftovers. The NFL schedule is creeping out. We have a new potential leader in the clubhouse for your Portland Trailblazers head coaching gig. But let's start in the NBA last night. Did we see the end? We can actually talk about it without, tapping the board. LeBron James is next. 105.1 The Fan.
The biggest.
Lot to get to this hour. We'll hang out in the NBA for a minute, and the NFL schedule is starting to creep out. So we'll have that as well. It is 10:19. We are Portland Sports Leader. Don't you forget it. Live from the shadows of the historic Fremont Bridge. Per usual, 503-864-6326 is the fan text line. Gets you down with us all day, all night, all evening. You can also jump on the YouTubes. 105.1 The Fan is the channel. The Oklahoma City Thunder defeat the Los Angeles Lakers last night, 115-110, eliminating the Lakers from the playoffs. Second sweep in a row for Oklahoma City. Side note real quick on this game, Danny. Welcome to the playoffs, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's semi-decent.
Semi-decent. He had a very nice game last night. Pretty efficient. Didn't take a ton of three-point shots, but he's
that's not what he does.
It's not what he does. He's one of my favorite mid-range shooting guys in the league. Look,
15 free throws.
Look, the Lakers I thought actually played a pretty good game last night. They had some really nice fight to them. They outscored the Thunder 35-26 in the fourth quarter.
I mean, they looked like they were going to close it out. The problem was that second quarter just. What are you doing if you're Lakers there?
And a side note to that with the Lakers, Rui Hachimura is going to get paid this offseason.
Probably.
He's been really good for them. And I don't know if I said this yesterday or not, but he kind of reminds me a lot of Jeremy Grant. Like a bucket getter.
Yeah, no, he's a play finisher.
A bucket getter.
That's what he is. Mm-hmm. He's a play finisher who plays above average defense. Now, Rui's a better rebounder, but maybe not as matchup fluid. Like, you don't necessarily want Rui switching, where Jeremy, you're like, it's totally fine. Like, go, Jeremy, switch, go ahead. Like, you want to guard a guard? Cool. You want to guard a big? Cool. Like, but Rui's also probably a little bit more stout as far as, like, taking on, like, post matchups. So, but no, they're very similar players as far as, like, the total outcome and production you're getting out of those guys.
Another Buns game from DeAndre Ayton. Thanks, bye.
I mean, what are you supposed to do with D at this point?
I don't know. If Luke Kennard has maybe a little bit of a better game, a little more impactful game, I should say, then maybe they pull this off. But the real story behind it is, did we see LeBron James' last game, period? Did we see LeBron's last game in L.A.? It sure kind of felt on the broadcast that at least the TV was trying to tell me it's his last game in L.A.
I mean, it's his last game in L.A.
I was trying to watch his body language as he was, like, hugging people and doing stuff like that. And he had a nice interaction with Caruso, but they played together, so I didn't know if it was just that. Like, I'm done for the year. Go get another chip. Love you. But then he just kind of walked away and said adios.
The whole, like, LeBron says he doesn't want a retirement tour and that this could be his last year. That's him starting his retirement tour.
He wants the swan song.
He said he doesn't. I will not believe it until it happens and he doesn't have one. Nike is not going to let that happen.
Nike stands to make too much money off of it? Is that what you're saying? That by him having a retirement tour, it's just Nike?
Yeah, it's an endless just supply. I don't know if you saw, Nike's currently getting sued right now for passing on tariffs.
Oh.
So they could use some positive PR.
I didn't know. I thought everybody was passing on tariffs. That's why everything's more expensive now.
Let me pull that.
I don't know anything about that. I'm not going to pretend to know anything, nor do I want to know anything about it. This texter asking real quick, we'll get back to LeBron because I think it's a fair question. Your thoughts with not having Rui out there for the final shot? I get the shot was going to Reeves. I kind of live there. I think they decided that Austin Reeves was going to take the shot. And I think everybody in that building knew Austin Reeves was going to take the shot. That having Rui out there doesn't really matter.
I mean, floor spacing is pretty damn good. I mean, Rui was a 44% three-point shooter this year.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I also think they knew they were going to lose.
I mean, yeah. This is, the 8th time in the modern era now a team has gone 8-0 against the team, regular season and playoffs. I think the last time it happened, no, there's one in between. Boston did it to somebody else, but the last time it happened was when the Warriors did it to the Blazers in 2017, or 2019. It's a certain level of dominance that goes into that.
I don't know what this Laker team is going to be like without LeBron. Obviously, it'll be Luka heavy. Austin Reeves, there's a report. Sam Amick came out yesterday and said that Luka, sources are saying that Luka has said that he in no way, shape, or form wants Austin Reeves as part of a Giannis deal.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it just means that Luka clearly likes Austin Reeves, which is a good thing because I think LeBron really liked Austin Reeves. But I don't know if Luka really likes LeBron.
I don't think there's any beef there.
No?
No.
But maybe Luka's in a spot where he's like, it's time for you to go, bud.
Maybe Luka's looking at his window.
Yeah. This is my team now.
Yeah.
Because even though it is Luka's team, it's LeBron James.
Oh, yeah, no, for
it
sure.
will always be LeBron's team. Whatever team. If he goes to the Warriors, he'll battle that with Steph.
He won't.
Steph will win, but it will still be a battle because he's LeBron James.
Braun won't do that.
I know he won't, but the media will.
I don't even think they will because I think there's two players that Braun will defer to.
Steph.
And
Durant.
no. Who to do it with in Miami? D-Wade.
D-Wade.
He has respect for greats.
That was Wade's team, although LeBron was the highlight.
Yeah, but
he was the entree.
He stood back and let D-Wade be the face. Let him be the hero. And LeBron played the heel.
Tried to.
I think he did. The all black, the headband, like the scowl, all of it. Like he leaned into it.
This is when he also broke his nose too. So then he came out with
the
black
mask. Yeah,
Number 6.
yeah. I mean
He went Olympic number.
that was heel LeBron. Like in the Olympics when Steph's cooking. KD said it best. What are you gonna do when 30 starts cooking? Have fun.
Dish it to 30.
That's what LeBron did.
What would the perception around Mr. James be if he just walked away and didn't do a retirement tour? If he just came out tomorrow and was like, you know what? This was great. I had an awesome career. I love you guys. I'll see you on TV in 3 years. I'm going to take some time off.
I don't think it changes the level of respect for him, but I would be like, oh, okay.
Does that not change, though, from that reaction that you just gave?
It changes. It doesn't. It's not a respect thing. It would just be a change of perception.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
I think so, too.
Like here's the thing. What's he going to go do? Because where people say I don't want to hear from a player after they retire, just go away. I want to hear from LeBron like he was on that golf course.
Oh, being super honest?
Just
nobody wants to go to Memphis.
Empty the clip.
I don't want structured LeBron. I want LeBron to let it fly.
I want LeBron like when he did the show with Steve Nash.
The wine drinking?
Mind the game. When he kind of let it go. No. Let it go. I'm not talking like empty the skeleton to make people look bad. I'm just saying be bluntly honest. The whole like Jordan on NBC thing with the sit down with Tirico, I was like, oh God, let me roll my eyes out of my skull.
I know. I remember when that headline came across and was like, Michael Jordan joins the NBC team. I was like, oh, cool. Oh, wait, he won't do anything.
He's doing it with Mike Tirico and it's pre-produced. Of course it's not going to be anything. It's like going to be the
and
last
he's high
dance.
as a kite with a bottle of tequila.
Yeah, it's like, come on, what are we doing here? Now, Braun? Give me Braun with a glass of wine doing a pot. Like, if he wants to go like full Jeff Teague, do it.
I also wonder if LeBron could step away. If LeBron could let go and be honest like that. He has spent his entire career being buttoned up.
Mm-hmm.
He has spent his entire career being the face of the league. He has spent the entire career advocating for those that need advocating unless you're Taiwan. He has always been clean. Dude, the guy's clearly on steroids and escaped that his entire career. You don't hear about any extramarital off the court. You don't hear about, there might be whispers in the circles that people are aware of, but it doesn't make it on TV. Nope. We'd rather talk about Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel. Like, LeBron's been clean his whole career. I wonder if he could ever not be clean.
Well, I think you can be clean and still, like, how many people outside of Memphis and New Orleans are mad at LeBron right now?
Maybe Laker fans.
No, for saying what he said.
Nobody is. Yeah.
Because everybody knows.
Yeah, I think
the Memphis fans are just sitting there going, oh, but Memphis is actually a good city. It's like, bro, I'm just like this. What LeBron, like, there's a reason why there was zero backlash because there's not a player in the league outside of the people that are in those cities. And I'll tell you what, there's players on those teams in those cities that do not like being there. That's a widely held belief.
Yeah, if you gave me a list of all the NBA cities and asked me which city I want to go to, not related to NBA, just those cities specifically, Memphis is probably pretty low down that list.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know what's lower.
Of the NBA cities?
New Orleans, you can at least go there and party for 3 days. It's like dirty Vegas.
Yeah, very dirty Vegas.
Very dirty Vegas, with more booze, surprisingly.
I feel like just having LeBron just off the cuff allows the NBA players who have the walking on eggshell conversations they stop doing that.
They could just say
just
it.
then say it.
Well, that's the thing is like when the face of the league starts saying things, and here's the thing, we have been trying to transition like from LeBron or from Jordan to Kobe took a while. It did. And then from Kobe to LeBron, it took a while.
Well, because people don't want to let go.
I don't even think it's that. The NBA is you have to take it. You have to take it. Ant Edwards talking about the Olympic team. This is my team. And the old guys looked at him and said, "You're not even playing, dog. What do you mean?" Hallie was just sitting there on the bench just like, "All right, let's go, guy." Like, Hallie knew the deal. Like
Jason Tatum, he's like, "I'm not playing in this game."
yeah, like you have to, it is the you have to take it league.
So who takes it?
I think the options are, because I don't think SGA is going to take it. I don't think
he wants it.
I think Giannis is probably too old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Tatum or Jalen are going to be those guys. I think you're looking at Luka. I think you're looking at Wemby. And I think you're looking at Flag. And I think you're looking at Ant. I think that's the group that you're looking at.
And of all of them, who's closest in terms of personality is Ant. It's not close.
Or Wemby.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's not as loose in the sense of like when Ant talks, when Ant wants to be Ant and wants the league to look at him, it's Riz. It's very
he's more
smooth. It's very to where Wemby can be a little
LeBron-y,
a little structured, a little tight.
I wouldn't say tight. I think he's incredibly media savvy. You know what Ant is? Ant's Barkley.
Ooh.
Ant is Barkley. Just says it. I'm not a role model. That's what
Did
Chuck
anybody ever call you a role model, Ant?
No, that's what Chuck got killed for. Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Of like, he's just unabashedly him. Which that was Chuck. That was Dennis Rodman. Like, I think he's the character of this era, and I think a guy like Ja tried to be, but he wasn't playing into who he actually was. Where Ant is playing into who he actually is.
Yeah, there is a little bit of like the try hard. Jason Tatum tries too hard.
Yep.
Very much.
And I think the guys who lean into who they are, like Cooper Flag is a basketball robot. Like, he is a machine. Wemby is
and that's why I don't think it'll be Flag.
What does he have going for him?
That he's 17 years old.
Not just that. He's an American-born white dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, people do not want to acknowledge that.
All the other popular white dudes are all from Europe. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. America, like who's the last great American-born white dude?
Larry
Alex
Bird.
Caruso.
It's Kevin Love.
Oh.
Like that.
I went back further and said Larry Bird.
But that's what I mean. Like, that's how far the gap is.
I watched Kevin Love in college.
So he has that going for him. And as far as the and he's in Dallas. Like,
Texas is not bad.
It's going to be it's a good platform. So
would you say probably Blake Griffin in between Kevin Love and?
Well, Blake's mixed.
He's a biracial angel.
He is. And, he's I don't know if you've ever seen
He's a biracial angel.
Where did we go with this?
Did you ever see the clip he did with, he was on with, the comedians.
Mark Norman and
Sam
Morrill.
Yeah. And then he was like, Norman asked him, like, do you code switch? He's like, yeah, I code switch. He's like, right now. I'm just like, oh yeah, how's it going, dude? And then he goes, I'm hopping on Mello's show right after this. I'm like, oh, bro, it's, hey, and it was just like, that's the thing is like Blake knew the game. Like, Blake knew the game, but he could claim a little laugh. Like, it's you go Tiger Woods, racial draft. It's like who ends up with Blake Griffin? I'd take him.
Let's get out of here.
You getting uncomfortable?
Very.
No, come on now.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Come on now.
Let's make everyone more uncomfortable. Is there a new leader in the clubhouse for the new Blazers head coaching position? And is he currently in the playoffs still? We'll go there next. Casey over there's got sports.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This sports update is brought to you by Big's Chicken. Try their smoked and fried wings, tossed with a perfect dry rub, and served with a trio of killer sauces. Menus at bigschicken.com. First on the Fan, some NBA playoff updates for you as the Oklahoma City Thunder completed their 4-0 sweep of LeBron and the Lakers last night as OKC took the 115-110 victory over LA. SGA finishing with 35 points as the Thunder will now advance to the Western Conference Finals. Over in the Eastern Conference, the Cavaliers tied the series back up at 2-2 as they took down the Pistons 112-103. Donovan Mitchell leading the way for Cleveland as he finished with 43 points. Both teams will travel back to Detroit for Game 5 tomorrow at 5 p.m. We have only one Game 5 matchup for you tonight as the San Antonio Spurs will host Ant Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight at 5 p.m. as the Spurs come into the contest as 9.5-point betting favorites. And your Portland Timbers are back in action tomorrow night as they travel up north to take on CF Montreal tomorrow at 4:30. Pre-game at 3:30 as you can catch all your Timbers game day coverage over on 1080 AM. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for Seahawks football.
Get to some NFL stuff here in a moment, but sticking in the NBA, more reports coming out about who the Blazers have been interviewing for their head coaching position. The newest name is Sean Sweeney. If you are not familiar with Sean Sweeney, he was a video assistant, one of them Eric Spoelstra types, for the New Jersey Nets, the video coordinator for, I believe, I'm looking at his Wikipedia right now, for Avery Johnson, his great tenure in New Jersey, and PJ Carlissimo, who sounds like me. I love PJ on the radio.
PJ's great.
PJ on the radio is awesome. Then he was an assistant coach for the Detroit Pistons under Dwayne Casey, joined the Mavericks as an assistant coach under Jason Kidd. He is currently the associate head coach for Mitch Johnson in the San Antonio Spurs. Now, I ask you this, Danny. Somebody said, do you want a San Antonio Spurs assistant coach for the head coach of the Blazers? What do we always say? I got one of those at home.
Yeah.
I got one of those at home.
Who has a year under his belt as a head coach?
I don't know anything about this guy. Do you know anything about this guy?
Yeah, no. Sweeney's widely regarded as a good assistant coach, and all the guys that have come through listed are guys that I've either run into, talked to, know about, but all of them come with the same question: how good are they as a head coach? Whereas you just had one of these that was a head coach overseas that previous to that was a assistant coach for the Spurs, and then for the Rockets, who worked under good coaches, and then through the most tumultuous season maybe in the franchise's existence, navigated you to an above 500 record and the playoffs. Why are we doing this?
Well, because he's cheap, bro. Because he's cheaper than Tiago. This guy's going to get 1.2 to do it, dude.
It's just bat-ass crazy why they're going through this. I mean, so you've got him, you've got Ben Sullivan, who's got ties to the city, went to Lake O, played at UP. He was an assistant for the Rockets.
That is the next Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, then you've got Jared Dudley, who's on the Nuggets bench, obviously former NBA player Jared Dudley.
Dude, I'm out on Dudley. Mostly because I hated him as a player. I bet you he's like a nice guy and players really like him, but I hated watching that guy play at Boston College or wherever he played in the NBA.
It's great in 2K, man. I used to bang threes from the corner with him. But you've got Hetzel, who was an assistant here, and then went to Brooklyn. Petz is a guy, like he's a very strong X's and O's guy. But
I'd be into an X's and O's guy.
Chris Quinn has popped up, who's on the Miami bench, but he was looking like if Spo was going to hang it up, that Quinn might be the guy that would take over eventually, but I don't think Spo's going anywhere anytime soon. So,
and at the end of the day, that's Pat Riley's choice.
Yeah. So I've heard Jamal Mosley's name come up. I'm not against it at all. But again, I also don't think he's going to take that for that much money. I mean, there's been a lot of coaches. Most of them have been assistants or, lower level assistants or video guys or guys that are, on the rung below. And it's just like, so you're telling me you want to be better and go into next year, but you also want to give it to a guy with no experience that you don't know what their outcome is when you've got Tiago at home. And I just don't understand that. For anybody who's sitting there going, well, Steve Kerr, I was like, shut up. The Blazers do not have the greatest shooter of all time in the prime of their careers, and then add on that one of the best defensive players of their generation, and then the fifth best shooter in the history of the game on the roster.
And maybe the best 3-and-D player in that fifth best shooter of all time.
It's just like there's a sliding scale to this. Oh, and by the way, Andre Iguodala.
Percentage chance the head coach of the Blazers next year has been a head coach before?
5.
Ooh, that high, huh?
5%.
I'll go 0.
Yeah, I don't think
that's a 10 toes down for me.
I
don't see anybody coming in.
You never say never, but I just because you don't know. Like, does Jamal Mosley go, screw it, I want to be head coach? Does James Borrego go, screw it, I want to be head coach?
I also
guys that either got fired or because again, the one crux of this is there's only 30 of these things.
Yeah, to play the flip side of it though, honestly, I'm okay with an assistant getting the job, mostly because I can't think off the top of my head a head coach that doesn't have a job right now that I want.
Billy Donovan.
Oh, touche. I forgot he was still available. Okay, it's Billy Donovan. I definitely want Billy Donovan as the head coach of the Blazers.
Yeah, Billy D would be a great hire.
I definitely want Billy Donovan. But outside of Billy Donovan, what are the other options?
What you looking at? What?
Tibbs, I don't want Doc. I don't want Tibbs.
Who else is out there?
Taylor Jenkins would have been cool, but he's off the market.
Yeah, I'd have to look deeper and go who's.
Say Budenholzer's still out there.
Yeah,
but,
Bud's out
and
there.
he still owed a lot of money to Phoenix.
I think Bud's a good coach. I mean, Nurse could get fired, but Nurse has a shelf life.
Do we want Nick Nurse in this town?
Nick Nurse is a hell of a tactician. Like I said, he's got a shelf life.
There are
but-
definitely coaches in the NBA that I would want.
Oh, for sure.
I would love Quinn Snyder.
I think
like him a
Quinn's
lot.
going to be a good head coach.
I like him
I
a
do.
lot.
And if the Blazers were able to grab him, I think that'd be a good hire. But
I don't think he leaves Atlanta.
Miami,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he leaves.
I don't either. But it's
No. I'm talking about the Atlanta coach.
Oh, Quinn Snyder.
Quinn Snyder. That's
okay,
what I said.
that's what you said.
Quinn Snyder, yeah.
I thought you said Chris Quinn.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. Quinn Snyder in Atlanta.
Oh, no, he's not going anywhere.
I love him.
I mean, Quinn Snyder's great.
And
coach.
Atlanta's in a dope spot right now.
Oh, no, are you kidding me? They got a top 10 draft pick. They got Jalen Johnson. No. They're in a great spot. They're thrilled with what they got.
Well, we'll keep you updated on any other information that slides through when it comes to the Blazers head coaching position, as you got to figure it out soon, right?
I do
They get it by the draft?
I think they'll have it done by the draft. Because you just got to have an idea of like what you want to build and how you want to build it and who you're building it with. Because I feel like the draft and the week leading up to the draft is going to be dumb busy. Mm-hmm. It's going to be dumb busy.
Go get Don Staley.
Absolutely not.
Could you get Don Staley out of South Carolina?
I would move
Really?
immediately. I would not want to cover that team.
Oh, some red ass at coach. I would love it.
Oh, that's not a red ass. That's no. I
Okay.
have nothing to do with her.
Okay. On the record, if we hire Don Staley, Danny's moving to Texas.
I would hate to cover that team.
Danny's moving to Texas.
I would absolutely hate covering that team.
When we come back, the NFL's starting to creep out some schedule stuff. We'll hit some of those topics next. 105.1 The Fan. Coming up in hour number deuce, I will teach you some things, my friends, about a new bracket that's about to be a part of your life. We'll have a conversation about college football playoff expansion and the NCAA looking to eliminate a preventer of teams trying to play with the big boys. So a lot to get to in hour number deuce, but the NFL schedule starts to creep out little bit by little bit. We're supposed to know all international games by tomorrow and get the full schedule on Thursday. And Danny, we are such NFL junkies in this country that we cling to anything and everything we can get. Here's what we know so far. Most likely the Seahawks versus the Bears, although not official, but officially unofficial. We are going to get Rams, Niners in Australia, right?
Yes.
That's the Australia game.
My brain had to restart there. I was like, Australia. Oh, that's right, duh.
Come to find out, the Cowboys will go to the Giants for Sunday Night Football of Week 1. The new one is Broncos-Chiefs for Monday Night Football Week 1, although we don't know the site. That could be juicy. Broncos, can they repeat what they did last year? Can the Chiefs figure it out? Could also be a battle of backup quarterbacks. And then with some new stuff we got as well are the Cowboys will host the Eagles on Thanksgiving, and the Lions will go to the new Bills Stadium in Week 2. I'm kind of excited for that.
Yeah. You kidding me? That Bills-Lions?
Except for it's a Thursday night game.
But it's Week 2.
That's what I was wondering.
It's Week 2.
When I was thinking about it, I was like, if you got to have your Thursday night game.
Have it early.
Yeah, right?
Have your disruption happen early.
Yeah.
That's what I want. If you're going to do it then.
Yeah, if you're going to go to Australia, you might as well do it Week 1.
Dust it off and go.
If you're going to play a Wednesday game, if you're the Seahawks, you might as well do it Week 1.
Yeah, if you're going to do something stupid, let's get it out of the way.
Yeah.
That way you can get on your rhythm and just carry it through the season.
Was Brazil a disaster for teams last year from travel perspective?
I mean, it's a stupid long flight. Security is a nightmare.
Yeah.
And you got to go down there. What would they go down there? A week early? Was it something like that? Was it like a week or 8 days early?
It's Eastern time zone, though, right? Or is it one more hour?
So, but you're Southern Hemisphere.
What does that mean?
I mean, but
the
you're
toilets
just
flush backwards.
Well, no, just that's that. Like seasons are different, and
not
only that, like security concerns. Like that's a real thing, man. Like the Olympics when they were down there. I don't know if you remember how many times they tried to ignore the favelas. They're there. It's like the whole adage of like the NBA or the NFL going to Mexico City. I'm just like, that's never happening.
So what was the Ryan Lochte story during the Brazil?
That's right. Yeah. Holy
was
crap.
that Brazil Olympics?
Yeah.
Ryan Lochte?
Yeah.
Isn't Ryan Lochte like a bad person?
I mean, he was a party boy.
Well, that doesn't make you a bad person.
I mean, that's what
me and Casey go to the clubs every weekend.
That's what he was getting caught up in back then. But yeah, I mean, it's just
for the record, I get Casey into the clubs. He doesn't get me.
There you go. Australia, I don't think you're going to have to worry about that quite as much.
It is interesting that that it's like a morning game for you, but it's not for us.
Yeah. It's like, wait, what?
But it's not really a morning game because nobody plays games at 10 a.m. We watch games at 10 a.m. on the West Coast, but nobody kicks at 10 a.m. All games kick at 1 in your local time zone, unless you're the night game.
Is that what it is? Is it 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 1:30, 1:25, somewhere around that. It's the 1 o'clock window for every city. Well, maybe not every city. I take that back.
I think there's a couple earlier ones.
Because if you're in the Midwest, like if you're in Chicago and you're in the morning window, but even that, I don't think Chicago plays in the morning window at home.
I feel like I have watched early games in Chicago. I could be wrong.
I mean, it'd be noon instead of 1.
Yeah, but
nobody's playing at 10 a.m.
Yeah, 10's a little early.
10's early.
Especially when you're already talking about how much your clock is already thrown off because it's what, 18-hour difference?
It's like college football on the West Coast doing a big nooner. 9 a.m. your time.
9 a.m. your time is
Dude,
crazy.
I don't want to get hit by anything at 9 a.m.
No, and they try to keep their clocks, so it's like, ugh.
Like if I ever decide to go to the gym and work out, dude, that's never going to be a morning thing. It's always going to be an afternoon thing because I don't want to wake up and do stuff.
Well, no, that's the thing is I love going to the gym in the morning because you do wake up and go do stuff and you're feeling good the rest of the day.
But that's the difference between you and me. Like I don't want to do anything in the morning. I want to do it in the afternoon. The problem is then I can't get to the gym because in the afternoon I start drinking.
Well, I mean, you could just not.
No, that's not fun.
No, you not.
You pick your days. You work out Monday, you drink Tuesday. You work out Wednesday, you drink Thursday.
I did hard cardio for the first time in a long time today. Like actually pushed it. Got the heart rate of like over 155, which was like, ooh, hello.
As there's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos, it will be a home run.
Is that you thinking about doing cardio in the morning?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, no, we.
I don't know if I'm gonna be putting on this headset again.
That's the truth, dude. I go do cardio and I'm not gonna make it in.
Yeah, no. The lady told me I run funny this morning, so that was a crippling blow.
Did you tell her that your hips don't lie and that's
Yeah.
why you run funny?
Yeah, she's like, you lean forward. I'm like, yeah, because I can't tuck my hips underneath me. It's weird. They don't work.
Judging how people run has to be one of the highest judgments that you don't want to admit yourself.
Oh no, we 100%.
Like you watch people run and you're like, why does that guy run like an idiot? And then you run worse.
The tilt is only because of the hips. Like
Yes.
otherwise, everything is functional. There was somebody who ran past us yesterday while we were out walking, and we both looked at each other like, how does each step actually work? Like, is his brain firing in between each step? Like, it was just not a disability thing. It was just
I don't think anybody said it was a disability.
no.
thing.
I'm saying, like, for anybody who's wondering, like, that was not the situation. It was just a very awkward.
I don't think anybody was wondering that either.
No, people get all weird about it. It's always like, oh, but what if? And I'm like, stop. And I hate that I have to preempt that. But God, there was something on social media a couple weeks ago. There's a former athlete, and he goes, I grew up around sports my entire life, and I look at it and I go, it's, you assume that everybody is a functional athlete. Mm-hmm. And then you see the vast majority of people, like, have you ever seen like couples like racing each other? Like the pros is something along the lines of, I just got to watch my wife run like full speed for the first time, and it's like, oh, that just wasn't what I thought it was.
And I think the people that were used to watching running at full speed all the time
Mm-hmm.
are football and baseball players.
Athletes.
So you're like, of course they know what to do with their arms.
Mm-hmm.
But like I know people that run marathons that are like some of the best runners I've ever met in my entire life, and then you watch them run, you're like, what are you doing with your arms?
That's
What are you doing with your hands?
It's nothing.
Or
it's the
but
T-Rex.
sometimes it's like
T-Rex turn.
or it's the flailing around.
Yeah.
Like I see people that run like this all the time with their like shaking it out of their hands.
Oh, really?
Like if you fall asleep on your hand or something, you got to like shake it out.
They're just letting it completely
And people
loose.
like run like that. Yeah.
It's
My
like,
Stimmy does that. My kid does that.
The T-Rex arm is the marathon one.
Yes,
They
yes.
tuck it in. They just let it flop. Knife hands.
Knife hands.
You ever seen somebody with knife hands? Like the top is going real fast, like, but it's pumping it's not the elbow going back. It's the hands going.
chopping
hands
onions.
are not
Yeah.
pumping at the same rate as the leg.
Yeah, and you're like, that's weird, because I was always the opposite, because my legs are so short. I look like Fred Flintstone driving the car.
Maybe they're drummers.
Them legs just go. Brrrr.
Maybe they're drummers, so their arms move faster because they're doing more things while their legs just keep the beat.
Well, no. I mean, you got the double kick now, man. You got to,
Depends on what kind of music you listen to.
No, man, it's metal.
Only.
Metal only.
Metal only.
Metal only.
Hour number deuce coming up. Let me talk to you about college basketball. We'll go there next. 105.1 The Fan.
McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fans, some NBA playoff updates for you as the Oklahoma City Thunder completed the 4-0 sweep of LeBron and the Lakers last night as OKC took the 115-110 victory over LA. SGA finished with 35 points as the Thunder will now advance to the Western Conference Finals. And over in the Eastern Conference, the Cavaliers tied the series back up at 2-2 as they took down the Pistons 112-103. Donovan Mitchell leading the way for Cleveland as he finished with 43 points. Both teams will travel back to Detroit for Game 5 tomorrow at 5 p.m. We only have one Game 5 matchup for you tonight as the San Antonio Spurs will host Ant Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight at 5 p.m. as the Spurs come into the contest as 9.5-point betting favorites. And your Portland Timbers are back in action tomorrow night as they travel up north to take on CF Montreal tomorrow at 4:30. Pre-game at 3:30 as you can catch all your Timbers game day coverage over on 1080 AM. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of prime time with This is a PGA Championship Week edition of the Firm of Harris and Marang.
I made reservations to play golf on Sunday for the four of us.
With Patrick Harris.
That was a great shot. Really, really good. I'm really impressed.
Ow!
I got so many people.
Ow! And Danny Marang.
You okay, man? This is my nightmare.
PGA Championship Week on The Fan is brought to you by Langdon Farms Golf Club. There's no better course in the Northwest for year-round golf. Book your tee time at langdonfarms.com.
Rate of play, rate of play, rate of play.
The Firm on 105.1 FM and 1080 AM. The Fan.
Hour number deuce here, the Firm of Harris and Marang. If you're missing the first hour, you can download that. The Fan Podcast, 1051thefan.com, the Odyssey app, wherever you get your podcasts. If you missed Dirt and Sprague this morning, you can catch that wherever you get your stuff. The Odyssey app, 1051thefan.com. If you can't catch Primetime Live, download that. Go to the YouTubes, rewind, fast forward, except for Into the Future. For that would be impossible. This hour, we'll talk some tournaments, talk eligibility, and some web gems, etc. But let's get in. We got a lot of leftovers from last week, Danny, that we're kind of starting to finally sift through. It is official. The NCAA tournament will now expand to 76 teams in the bracket.
Why?
Dollars. That's why.
It's so like I know we're just gonna keep doing this, and this is where I ultimately lie on this. I don't. If you are Miami of Ohio and you win 31 games, you should not have to go into additional play-in games. It's like, well, they're mid-majors. Like, no, man, they did the ask. They did the ask. Auburn and Arizona State and whatever freaking schools, Texas State, whoever it is, who's a high major school that went 17-14, you go do this. I said the other day, I don't want to see the Hunger Games out there for schools that did the damn thing.
Yeah, and to give you an idea of what's going to go down, so they'll have at-large bids, which take, 2 of the 11 seeds will be at-large bids, and all 4 12s will now be at-large bids. So say adios to your 5 12s, at least as they used to be. It won't be this, Winthrop at 12, who's got a real good shot, High Point at 12, who's got a real good shot to beat Wisconsin. It's going to be a 500 club from a major conference. And then to your point about the Hunger Games, your automatic qualifiers, all 4 16 seeds and 2 15 seeds will be the little engines that could.
It's like, why? Why are they? They should get an 11 or a 12.
Agreed.
They've done the damage. Why are we bumping them back?
Or at least a 14 and a 13,
11 and 12 for me. 11 and 12, that's where they should be. Because here's the thing. For those small schools who want to move into, let's say High Point has a bunch of donors, and they're like, hey, man, let's really rally off this.
I think they do have a bunch of
No,
donors.
they do. But I'm saying, like, what's to stop them from wanting to go play with the big boys? And guess how you go play with the big boys? You get your shot and you go win. You go upset somebody. You get some money. You get some cachet behind it. Now, what they're doing is they're artificially capping anybody. They're saying, nope. This is
them down.
This is protectionism. This is why I want the 40-team Super League in college football. You want to play, show up and play. If you can't hang, kick rocks, brother. I don't want you here. So these other schools, like the James Madisons of the world, hell, Damian Lillard has talked about Weber State because he's the general manager there. He's like, I want to get us to a spot where we're one of those programs. It's like we're going to get the money, we're going to get the recruiting class, and we're going to go all in on this. Sac State, what they've been able to do. North Dakota State, what them moving up in college football, like the FAUs of the world, the George Masons of the world, the High Points of the world, the Siennas of the world. Like, why are we punishing them for doing the damn thing? And then, hey, that thing you've been doing for the last 40 years that has made college basketball, and particularly the NCAA tournament, this magical thing? We're going to punish you.
But can I argue, though, that it's just the Fairleigh Dickinsons of the world, and if High Point does continue on their roll, they won't be, even if they are an automatic qualifier, they won't land in the 15-16s. If you're Boise State, Oregon State, Wazoo in the new Pac-12, you're not going to be one of these 15-16 teams.
No, because the Pac-12 is higher up. They're a high major.
Yeah. Do we need to stick up for the Sun Belts of the world in basketball?
Yes.
In football, I'm okay with.
No, because they're 76. Make the other programs who screw up suffer.
I do agree. These should be I almost think these should be 8-9s. Put those teams in the 8-9s and have those guys, have 9 seeds battle it out and put those in your Bobby Hurley, Arizona State teams who are kind of garbage, your Dana Altman, Oregon teams
Make them
who
fight.
are kind of garbage. Make those guys fight.
Like, I don't want to see the schools at the mid-major conferences who do the damn thing, who win 28-plus games. Now, all of a sudden, their path is harder? Why? How does that make any sense?
I also think as cool as Dayton, Ohio has become as like a college basketball hotspot, it hosts the first 4, and it's going to host half of these games.
It makes sense because geographically, have you seen the geographical breakdown of college basketball teams?
No, but I can
country?
picture it in my head.
It's
all right there.
Dayton is right there. It's for travel and because it's a quick turnaround. That's why it makes the most sense.
And the Flyers are a good program. They've got a good arena there. It's done really well for them.
The fighting two Monte Camaros.
Yeah, from a marketing standpoint. But if you're Fairleigh Dickinson, if you're Siena, Winthrop, all these teams that barely get in, going to Dayton is not as cool as going to
San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio, because you're
Indianapolis.
It's the Midwest, and you're in Indianapolis, and sure, you're going to take on the 1 seed Michigan, but it's cooler to do that than to go to Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, and you're also in the earlier bracket now. It's less sexy.
Yeah, although I think one thing that could tune into this, and this is what's going to be tough, and I think initial reaction is very poo-poo on this. There are going to be,
I love more basketball.
3 games per day per site. So you'll get 3 play-in games for, let's see, if we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's 12. So it's 3 play-in games for 4 days. That's more chaos in theory, and they're games basketball that most people won't be at work.
Sure.
If that product turns out okay, will we just forget about all this? What if those games turn out to be bangers? What if these 11s and 12s turn out to be bangers between those major conference teams that didn't qualify themselves?
Well, sure.
I'm worried the 16 versus 16 teams are going to be garbage.
Well, I mean, you don't really know what you're going to get out of that. And again, for the actual high major schools that are kind of buns that get in there, yeah, go. You should Hunger Games this. You should, because you didn't get it done during the regular season. This is your last chance rope kind of a deal. And the addition of games, I'm not against. It's the structure of the additional games. That's what I'm against. And, well, that's not true. On the women's side, I'm wholly, totally, completely, 1,000% the addition of teams. There is zero reason to expand the women's tournament right now. It is so top-heavy, there is zero reason to expand that tournament.
Again,
I'd tighten that thing up,
I believe
honestly.
a 3 seed has never won it.
It's not even close.
3, 4, 5, and 6 seeds have never won it.
Yeah, dog. Just a hard pass on that. To be honest, they shouldn't even be at 64 right now.
Let's look at the Big Ten real quick, okay, in terms of what they did last year. They were the conference of the year last year in college basketball. Michigan, these are the teams that went. Okay, Michigan, Illinois, Michigan State, Nebraska went on a deep run. Michigan won the whole thing. Illinois went to a Final Four. Nebraska was the darling. Wisconsin lost in the first round. Purdue went on a little bit of run. UCLA got hot at the end of the year. Ohio State went in, and Iowa was in an Elite Eight. Okay? Pretty good. That's
Pretty damn
9
good.
teams. You expand this now. The next teams from the Big Ten are a 9-11. These are conference records. Are a 9-11 Indiana, an 8-12 Minnesota, a 7-13 USC, and a 7-13 UW. Is that what we need to see?
No.
UW finished the year 16 and 17. USC 18 and 14. USC is a little different. They have a lot of talent. They just had a lot of injuries
they
last
had more
year.
injuries than anybody else in college. But that's my point.
But Minnesota's 15 and 18. Indiana's 18. Like, we're going to put in these middling teams.
You're going to put that USC team because they're 18 and 14 in the tournament.
Gross.
When the staggering majority of their roster was injured for the season. Like, absolutely not. And why on earth? Again, this is USC guy. There is no way in hell that I want that team taking a spot or making it more difficult for a Siena, for a Winthrop, for a High Point, for a Fairleigh Dickinson, for a VCU, for a Miami of Ohio, because there is no world that exists where they deserve any last iota of that opportunity just because of the conference they play in and the brand that they are. None.
The next teams in the SEC would have been Auburn at 8 and 12, Ole Miss at 7 and 15, Mississippi State at 5 and 4. They're not going. Now, the SEC was a pretty kind of parity. They put a lot of teams in, but we both agree that the Big Ten was better. Texas got in by the hair of their chinny chin chin. They're 9 and 10. Now, they went on a run. Sean Miller's a great tournament coach, unless you get to big games. Then that's where he kind of chokes it. But they were 9 and 10 in conference and snuck in and had to get through a play-in game and had some fortune go their way.
What did they do?
They went through Hunger Games, and they deserve that.
That's how you got to do it.
I can see how this is going to go. The matchups in the 11s and the 12s are going to be really good, and they're going to be really good games, and we're going to forget all about it. Maybe not you and me, but the majority are going to be like, ooh, more games.
You remember what the best coaches were saying during the NCAA tournament? The Bill Selfs of the world, the Rick Pitino's of the world, they were getting up there and being like, y'all got to stop screwing over these little schools.
Coach Cal with High Point.
Yeah.
He was like, that's a good team over there.
He's like, they're going to bat for them for a reason because they knew what was coming. Now, they don't want to be the one that gets upset by him.
No, definitely not.
But they
want him to upset somebody else.
But even then, they're saying, nah, man, just because they aren't playing in a high major conference doesn't mean that squad's not good.
Right.
And they're giving them their due. They're giving them the respect because the way this is being set up right now is not giving them their due and not giving them their respect.
Hey, you could do a little mini tournament and just pick all the winners of that and see who of the 11s, 12s, 15s, and 16s of who gets in.
See, that's what they'll do, and it's
that's what they'll do, dude. It's
dumb.
It's a side office tournament. It's the tiebreaker pool.
I just like, can we stop doing this? Like, part of what makes the NCAA tournament so great is scarcity. Is it is UMBC upsetting a 1 seed. Like, it is Fairleigh Dickinson. It is Virginia choking. It is Purdue choking. It
is Duke losing at halftime.
Yeah. It's like, that's like Siena every starter played every single second except for one who sat out for like 30 seconds.
I love it.
And Siena
we were glued to that game.
Siena just ran out of gas. And you know why? Because they deserve the opportunity. And it's just so dumb that you're going to – because what happens in a game like that where a crappy North Carolina team decides to hit threes? And now we're robbed of that because they go into the next game and what ends up happening? They get stomped like they did all season.
Absolutely stomped.
And it's just dumb.
Scarcity, that ain't an issue in the college football playoff. Let's slide over to football as they're looking to expand that. Wait, we're just going to skip 16? That's next. 105.1 The Fan.
The Fan.
Free consultation Tuesday. You can get those in 503-864-6326. We'll get that in at 12:15. Some sad news to pass along. Gonzaga legend, GU legend, Brandon Clark has passed away at the age of, what'd they say, 29?
29, man. That's
29. He has had some issues of late that we don't want to jump to conclusions, but a tragic situation definitely in the basketball world. He was drafted by the OKC Thunder and was traded on draft night to the Memphis Grizzlies. He was a good player at GU.
Yeah, but before he got hurt, he was one of the best utility bigs in the league.
He was selected by the Grizzlies from the OKC pick.
Oh, okay. They had traded the pick before. Yep. Got it. I don't remember where he transferred. Oh, San Jose State, I believe.
That is correct.
He transferred from there to GU. We loved him at GU. Great player.
Oh, he's a great college player.
Great player. It's too bad, man.
Nah, I mean, you always hate seeing that stuff, man.
Puts life a little bit into perspective.
To say the least.
R.I.P., my friend. I hope you are at peace now. The college football playoff, there was a lot of talk. It was 12 last year. A lot of talk of it moving to 16, but now there's even more conversation of it skipping from 16 to 24. And before we get to if 24 is a good idea, Danny, in the idea of the ever-growing college football landscape and trying to figure out the sweet spot, is it a good idea to skip 16 to go to 24? That's a big jump from 12 to 24. That's a whole second bracket.
That's a lot, dog.
Like 64, now 68 to 76. And in basketball is a jump, but it's not a huge jump.
Are we going to do the thing, though, where we're going to compress the schedule and not have a bunch of time off and get into it sooner and get rid of conference championship games? And, let's tighten this thing up a little bit, right?
If I got college football going on in February, I'm not going to be happy about that.
No, not even that.
I'm already not happy mid-January.
Let's be done New Year's. Let's be done.
New Year's Day?
New Year's Day.
Look, at worst, the week after New Year's. At worst.
That should be the national championship.
Yeah, like Rose Bowl wants to live on January 1st. Cool. I'm good with that. That's one of your semifinal games.
You mean the Poinsettia Bowl?
No, the one that matters.
Oh, the real Rose Bowl. My bad.
That one. Love that. But, look, here's the crazy thing about this. If we're going to a 40-team super conference and then we have a 24-team playoff, you're talking about
over
more
half
than half the league qualifying. Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
I was having a conversation with Dirt off the air this morning about that, trying to figure out where I lie in thinking about 24 teams. For my school, for Washington State University, little old Wazoo, who's actually replacing their turf right now. Shout out Cougs. Does 24 teams give my team a better shot at the playoffs, a worse shot, or an equal shot if you are the Oregon State Beavers? Does that give you a better shot or a worse shot to get into the college football playoff? And I actually think it stays the same. Like, this was the example I was talking with Dirt about. Like,
okay.
If Washington State is ranked 20th in the nation and Boise State is ranked 14 in the nation, Boise State's undefeated, Wazoo's got one loss at the hands of Boise State at the end of the year. Do both those teams make it in a 24-team playoff?
If you're 20th, yeah.
I don't know if they do.
I think you do.
I don't know if two teams from the Pac-12 make it.
Two teams from...
I worry that those other 12 teams are going to go to Missouri and Tennessee and...
Are they ranked behind Washington State?
Yeah.
I don't
because
think
their
so.
strength of schedule will be better. I feel like these 12 extra games are just going to go to power conferences.
I get what you're saying, and it's probably a pretty natural inclination, but I think if what they'll do is they'll manipulate the standings, the rankings, to reflect. So that if Washington State was ahead of the Missouris, the Auburns, whoever else you want to talk about, then they would go. But what they would do, if it were going to go to those other teams, Washington State would be ranked 23rd. And Auburn and Missouri would be 20th and 21st. A
three-loss Auburn team in Week 11 will be ranked higher than a one-loss Wazoo team.
And a non-Power 5 would probably get an automatic bid.
Yeah, that's the way that I would see that going. I think you go two non-Power 5s or Power 4s. Yeah.
Two automatic qualifiers for non-Power 5, for non-Power 4?
Yeah.
G5, G6, whatever you want to call it.
But
or as Pernetti says, anybody.
God, we got to get him back.
We got to get him back.
In fact, we should probably hit him up and see what he thinks about this because he's one of those guys that's
Again, not a bad guy to ask on that.
Yeah.
That's what I wonder. It's kind of like the opposite of the conversation we just had with the men's tournament in the sense that I would love, if you're going to give me 12 more teams, I would love to have seen North Texas in the playoffs. Also, not just Memphis and George and James Madison. I would have liked to see North Texas in the playoffs.
I would have liked to see Georgia Tech.
I would have liked to see Georgia Tech.
Also, if you're going to do this, absolutely, unequivocally, without a doubt, home games.
All of them.
None of these bowl game nonsense. Home games. Wherever they're at. I don't care.
Entire first round.
Home games.
All you do is if you want the GalleryFurniture.com Bowl, the GalleryFurniture.com Bowl is in Norman, Oklahoma, with the Sooners hosting Ohio State or whatever it is. Like, you just move the bowl names to the site.
Yeah.
The bowl name does not need to be tied to a stadium. Does not to be tied to a city.
What you do is
the Pop-Tarts Bowl that everybody's obsessed with. If the Pop-Tarts Bowl is Oregon hosting Florida in the second round, then so be it.
What you do is you make it where the naming rights are tied to rankings.
Oh, the 16.
Ooh.
The 16th seed is
let's just do it this way.
Is the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
The 1 versus 24. Okay, yeah, you're going to pay a lot of money because you're getting the number 1 seed.
You count back. You pretty much just count backwards from the Sony Bowl.
Yeah, basically that's what it is. And like if you want to have like the bowl ends up becoming that until you get to the granddaddy of them all.
I like that a lot.
You're buying the rights of the rankings. Now sometimes
and they'll rotate from years if it's the Fiesta Bowl, et cetera, as the playoff goes on.
As you go on, that stays the same. Like those ones are selected sites, right? It's Atlanta, it's New Orleans, it's LA, it's Miami, it's Phoenix. It's like those are like the Rose Bowl is the Rose Bowl is the Rose Bowl. It's at Pasadena. Like
brought to you by Vizio.
Yeah, whatever that is, that's totally fine. When we're talking about quarterfinals and semifinals, but everything else, mix them into those, and then whatever's left, then you get your regular bowl circuit.
See, now last year you look at 12, and there's a bunch of teams that were left out. Now if you're going to expand, I'm okay with that. I would have liked to see BYU in the playoff. I would have liked to see Vandy in the playoff. I would have liked to see Georgia Tech in the playoff.
But now you're going to get 25th and 26th ranked teams.
If you add those, and then you add into the North Texas of the world, maybe Navy or Army.
Because you're giving the other guys the shot.
Yes.
If this turns into like, Oklahoma, it's like, no, stop that now. I don't want that.
Right.
If we're going to expand, I want more of the JMUs. I want more of the South Floridas. I want
Cincinnati.
That's what I want. I don't want more of the 8-4, 9-3 teams. I don't want those.
I want my Beavs, if they run away with a division, to be in that.
You
bowl.
go 10-2. You get the shot. That's what I want to see because I'm standing on 10 toes for both here. If you're Miami of Ohio and you go take care of business, you get the shot.
Yeah, because let's take Washington State and Oregon State for example. Okay, let's say first game, the game they play in the regular season, Oregon State beats Wazoo at Reeser. And then the Pac-12 championship is those two again, and Wazoo beats Oregon State. Wazoo goes, and Oregon State stays home?
Why?
I don't think so. But no, we need, a team with an under 500 record in the SEC to go instead. That's going to be the problem.
Yeah, I don't want.
We need Tennessee to.
Yeah, I don't want 8-4 Tennessee or I'm just gonna keep kicking Auburn when they're down.
A bad Clemson team.
Yeah,
a bad Clemson team.
I don't want that. I don't want to see that. Again, I want to see a USF. I want to see Byron Brown go out there and ball. I want to see Darian Mensah at Duke go out and ball.
I'll take
UCF.
Yeah.
I will take Duke from last year going into this to a 2014 playoff. I think they get smoked, and I think whoever gets them is stoked about it, and that's probably your argument why it should be Tennessee instead of Duke. However,
handle your
Duke
business.
Won the ACC.
Handle your business. Mm-hmm. That's my whole. Well, it's not their fault they play in a tough conference. Guess what? You get all the love for playing in the tough conference until you don't do the thing.
What does this do for the Notre Dames of the world?
Probably, the only one of the world, they get automatic qualifier.
Probably
they're in
nothing.
every single year. It basically
they
says
win
if you're
9 games.
If you're going to have 24 teams, how many games does Notre Dame have to lose before they're not considered?
But if
4? They're still considered at 4 losses.
No, 9-3, 4. I think.
4 they get out.
Yeah.
Again, that's why I think is you do have a line though then for teams that are again teetering.
Yeah.
You kind of create the standard. You create the bar.
Kick the Golden Domers out. I got no problem with that. My hate knows no bounds.
It knows bounds. There's none of them.
No. Yeah,
I would argue it knows its bounds, and there are none of them.
There you go. I'm here with that.
A little more college football news is they're trying to make it easier in college just in general to eliminate the jump. We'll go there next. Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by 808 Hawaiian Restaurant. Mixed plates like Grandma used to make if your grandma were from the Big Island. Woodstock, Burnside, Beaverton, or online at ate-oh-ate.com. First on the Fan, some NBA playoff updates for you as the Oklahoma City Thunder completed the 4-0 sweep of LeBron and the Lakers last night as OKC took home the 115-110 victory over LA. SGA finished with 35 points as the Thunder will now advance to the Western Conference Finals. Over in the Eastern Conference, the Cavaliers tied the series back up at 2-2 as they took down the Pistons 112-103. Donovan Mitchell leading the way for Cleveland as he finished with 43 points. Both teams will now travel back to Detroit for Game 5 tomorrow at 5 p.m. We only have one Game 5 matchup for you tonight as the San Antonio Spurs will host Ant Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight at 5 p.m. as the Spurs come into the contest as 9.5-point betting favorites. And finally, your Portland Timbers are back in action tomorrow night as they will travel up north to take on CF Montreal tomorrow at 4:30. Pre-game at 3:30 as you can catch all your Timbers game day coverage over on 1080 AM. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Sports Saturday with Joe Fisher.
Web Gems coming up next. Everybody's favorite. It is a free consultation Tuesday. Get those in 503-864-6326. Any advice you need for your love life, your work life, your personal life, your sports life. Danny and I are here to help take care of. We got a couple in already. Keep those coming by. We'll get in as much as we can. Web Gems coming up is a funny story over the weekend from college baseball. Should have good Web Gems all week, man. There's another one that came across
they're
that's
always
pretty
good.
funny. Football is life.
Football is life.
So we'll have fun with that. We'll talk about the Oregon Ducks schedule in the big nooner as well.
I got to sneak this in here because there's no other way I'm going to do this because
Shoot.
I'm nerding out in the NBA Combine. The first batch of measurements came out. Ade Mara, the Michigan big man, measured in barefoot at 7'3".
That's a large man.
Barefoot.
What do shoes give you?
Inch and a half. And
Jinx.
then Ruben Chigelo, the big man, measured in at 6'9" barefoot with a 7.5 wingspan.
He's a big ass boy.
That's a plus 10 wingspan.
Meow.
That's so out of this world crazy.
A plus 10.
That is unreal. That is dragging your knuckles on the ground, man. That dude's hands are past his knees. That's crazy. But also Braden Smith, Hooper Supreme, 5'10" barefoot,
Uh-oh.
166 pounds.
Uh-oh.
He's a little man. Hooper, but
That's me, man.
Did
Those are my measurements
There you go.
right there.
Did Amen? Is his measurements out?
yeah, he came out.
Does he weigh $160?
Two-
6'8", $160.
211, 6'9.5".
6'9.5" at 211, dude. You
Yeah,
gotta
he's-
start eating some food.
I mean, KD was 7 foot, and I think he was like 189. Or
yes,
something like
he
that.
was
KD
very small.
rail thin.
I mean, Chet was rail thin too.
Chet was, I think, right at 200 at 7'1". So, yeah, there's just
Underwear Olympics, but this time for basketball.
He
know,
reported. Kevin Durant reported at 212 as a rookie.
As a rookie.
Yeah,
This is at Combine.
Yeah, they put some weight on you over about a 6-month period.
According to Yahoo Sports, you were kind of touching on this when we talked about the NCAA men's tournament expanding. It looks like the Football Oversight Committee has moved forward legislation to eliminate the 2-year postseason probationary period for transitioning FCS teams. If adopted, that would let Sacramento State and North Dakota State be bowl eligible in 2026.
Yeah, they said, look, if James Madison's going to come up here and kick the crap out of everybody, because that rule was put in place in an era where it wasn't like guys, the athletes at the lower levels. Just the biggest thing is they don't have the size, and it's like we're not gonna put you in there. We're gonna let you kind of build up and get a little bigger, right? Well, now they're going out in the portal and they're going and getting guys and they're recruiting guys, and it's like, and then they're coming out there and kicking the crap out of people. So you're going to tell this team that's kicking the crap out of people that they can't go to a bowl game?
I also think it's just the development of cash rules, everything around me. You know, like if you can buy your way into anything in college football now, including wins and natties and Heismans. Not that Indiana bought a Heisman, but they bought a player to win a Heisman.
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody thought Fernando Mendoza was going to be that.
No, but I mean, like, you can buy your way into these
And
conversations.
so you strip that away and say, hey, if you want to spend, because if
You
guess
go
what?
for it.
Here's the thing: what happens when somebody spends? It's good for everyone.
Yeah, like how much money is North Dakota having to invest into their infrastructure to make the jump?
Probably 10 to 15 million.
That should be enough to buy you into bowl eligibility.
Yeah, like if you're willing to spend, come on. This is what I keep saying. Look, man,
That is free market
it's
capitalism.
equal opportunity, man. Like you want to play, pay.
Sure.
If you want to pay to go get your butt kicked because you weren't able to do it, fine. But if you come up here and you can hang with the big boys, go do the damn thing. For everyone. For the Sac States, the North Dakota States, to the JMUs, or to the Vanderbilts of the world. Like Vanderbilt 10 years ago was a doormat.
I mean, Vanderbilt 3 years ago was a
I mean,
doormat.
they were starting to build towards something, but like every now and then. But like they were basketball and baseball. That's what they were. Now they're basketball, baseball, football.
What's the worst program in the SEC? Mississippi State?
Probably Bulldogs, yeah.
Then who's after them? The rest of that league tries to make the playoffs every year. South Carolina, sure, they were down last year, but Auburn?
No, I mean,
Arkansas, probably?
No. Let's see. I always have to do this and go, what is that actually?
Mississippi State's at the bottom, but I don't know how to power rank those teams anymore.
Kentucky.
Kentucky got Will Stein, man, and even Stoops was pretty good at Kentucky.
I know Arkansas was 2-10 last year, but I'm saying just like holistically.
In general,
as
holistically.
programs, I would probably, historically, it was Vandy and Kentucky, Mississippi State. Those are probably your three, but they're all trying.
They're all trying. Every single one. You can't say that in the Big Ten.
Is anybody not trying in the Big Ten?
Rutgers. Dude, they hired Greg Schiano.
Well, I would say it's trying.
I would say that's retread. Is Minnesota really trying?
Purdue.
Is Northwestern really trying?
Purdue.
Is Purdue really trying?
Yeah.
Up until 3 years ago, was Indiana ever really trying?
The answer to that is no.
No.
But
even Mississippi State, they had Mike Leach. They were trying with Mike Leach.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue Northwestern does, but they're a different school just because of what they are academically.
And the Fitzgerald fallout really hurt them.
And Mississippi State still puts talent into the NFL each year.
And butts in the seat. I mean, Cowbells.
Cowbell Kingdom.
Starksville.
Yeah.
I'd go watch a game there.
Oh, 100%.
On a Saturday night in the SEC.
I would not want to spend more than a day in Starksville, but other than that, yeah.
Are they on the water? Are they near the water?
I mean, by water, you mean mud puddle.
I mean the Gulf of America. Are they by the Gulf of America?
Close enough.
I like how you didn't bat an eye at that.
Technically what it's named now.
Oh, Danny. I love you.
I mean, it's the Gulf of Mexico, but it's technically named the Gulf of America now.
You're a grown man since you got engaged, buddy. Grown right before our eyes.
It happens.
So proud of you.
I just try.
Web Gems is next. Everybody's favorite. 105.1 The Fan.
The Fan.
All right, this is Web Gems. Do it every single day at 11:45. Coming up in the Big Nooner, it's a free consultation Tuesday, 503-864-6326. And I'd like to take a stroll through the Oregon Duck schedule. There's a couple little landmines on there, but some interesting factoids as well if you are a Friday night football enjoyer. We'll get to that in the final hour, plus closing arguments as well. Web Gems to you today comes by the way of Missouri baseball. Missouri took on Vanderbilt the other night in a baseball game. Cool. Nobody cares. They still use metal bats. I'm aware of this. Vanderbilt had a 6-1 lead. They blew it in the 8th, giving up 6 runs, and were down 7-6 in this game, okay? It is now like 1 a.m. in the morning. And this guy, Holcomb, is that his name? Is that where I'm finding it? Something. Braden Holcomb hits a home run to win the game after it was tied 7-7. Hits a home run to win the game. It's lost in the fog. They can't find it, so they just call it a home run.
I like it.
And then the players in the outfield are like, whoa, 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 whoa. We don't know where the ball is either. That should be a ground rule double. And it took them like 15 minutes for the umpires to decide that it was a ground rule double. So the game was tied.
Wow.
So they postponed the game till the next day.
I don't like that.
The visual is really crazy because the entire outfield, you can't see it on TV. The entire outfield is completely fog full.
It's the fog bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you playing in fog?
Because it's like 1 a.m. in the morning.
Why are you not postponing before that, like with weather coming in?
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's weird.
They're in extra innings. They're in the top of the 9th.
That's so weird.
Holcomb wrote on Twitter that he was 100% positive the ball went over the fence. Of course you were, dude.
I mean, do we have
You're the furthest away from the ball. How do you know?
You can't see the fence in the video.
Well, I mean, the simple way is just, you know it off the bat.
Well, did anybody find the ball?
It'd be funny if it's
Go look for the ball.
It's so quiet at 1 o'clock in the morning, you hear the of somebody's windshield breaking. You know what I mean? Like,
just go find the ball.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Like the umpires, we can pause this thing as long as we want. Where is the ball?
You just have everybody just lock arms and walking through the
Yes,
outfield.
if the ball is in the outfield, it's a ground rule double. If you can't find it, it's because it's gone.
The outfielder's like stepping on the ball and like pushing it into the ground. No, I mean,
Hard rolls his ankle. He doesn't see it.
Oh,
It
God.
slips over it. And in the unlikely chance that the ball went over the fence, hit something and bounced back in, which I've seen happen. It happens
sure,
at Wrigley.
yeah.
Happens at Wrigley all the time. If that happens, then that's the one minor moment where you're like, I found the ball on the field. That's a double.
Yeah. I'm here with that. I can stand with that.
I would argue that it's simply their punishment because they play with metal bats.
Wow.
This Twitter account, 11.7 college baseball. After further investigation, and they've got a screenshot showing trajectory and angles and science and stuff like that. After further investigation, look at where the pitch clock is in relation to the pine trees in right center field. Now look at where the Mizzou player is standing and pointing. I set the measurement a little towards center field for margin of error, and it's measured at 368 feet. TrackMan had the ball at 378 feet, which would have been to nearly dead center to bounce on the ground and go over the fence. There is no way this ball was not a home run. What an egregious ruling after review. They got science into this.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing about baseball is you can math the living crap. Yeah, it's foggy as could be.
You can't even see the pitcher.
No, but like also, how are you picking up the ball to hit it?
That's better.
Okay, it's a little light on the back. Okay, I mean
What's the college sports rule on dead balls when a fielder throws up their hands?
Same as all other baseball. I think that's a pretty universal rule.
If you look on the film, again, the runner's on second. He's on second by the time that second baseman throws up his hands. That's a dead ball. If that umpire then grants that dead ball, it's automatically a ground rule double.
That's a fair point. A lot of it does depend on where you are.
That's why you leg it out.
You always leg it out, dude. Don't half-ass this thing, man.
Unless you absolutely pimp it, you gotta leg it out.
Yeah. But in this moment, how do you know if you know?
You
right?
know.
You know.
Look, I mean,
you know.
If you've played baseball long enough and you've gotten a hold of a ball, you know.
I did one time. This came across my timeline. I think it's an older one. I don't think it happened from this season. But it's an outfielder who like threw his hands up for a ground rule double because he said he couldn't find the ball.
Because it was gone.
And the umpire went out there and he was like, I don't know where the ball is. And the ump was like, it's right there. It's like just under the padding, but it's not stuck. It's just sitting there. And the outfielder played dumb. He was like, I can't find it, ump. And the ump's like, it's right there. And he goes, I don't see it. And then the ump uses his foot and kicks it out and goes, it's right there.
Really push for that ground rule double because
I don't know how you overturn it. You call it a ground rule double. Everybody stops.
If you grant
the whistle blew the ball dead.
If you grant that time, that's a ground rule double.
yeah, I don't like that. But well
if you ain't
played.
cheating, you ain't trying.
Well played.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm here
Again,
for
smart move by that second baseman because none of the outfielders react. They're still in there.
How do you react? How do you try to catch this ball?
can't.
You think it could dome you at any moment. You stay still.
We playing winter rule golf ball. We're playing with yellow baseballs.
Banana
Maybe.
ball.
Little glow ball. Just watch AJ DeBonce's vertical. It looks like he got like 37 inches. Holy crap! It's a big
To
boy.
get max bounce at the LA 18.9 plus EV 108, it would have needed to only go 292 feet and would have only bounced 6.63 feet. The fences are at 7 foot, and it could not result in a ground rule double.
The science is flat out.
I am not super confident on the math, so you have been warned. And then he has a screenshot of his math, and it looks like Goodwill Hunting on a paper.
Well, as I was saying, the thing about baseball is you can math the living crap out of it.
You really can.
If you have exit velocity and
Launch
angle, like that's it. Like that will give you everything you need to know. As long as you know the the barometric pressure and wind, those are the only things you have to account for.
Baseball is the most math sport in the world.
It is.
Which is crazy that I love baseball because I'm terrible at math.
I mean, there's a reason why the baseball teams went and hired astrophysicists to do their analytics because it's so math heavy.
Hit ball hard.
I mean, that's
how
really
I
what it
feel
comes
about
down to.
Hit ball hard.
So, not too bad.
Big Nooners coming up next. Are you ready, Oregon Ducks? Are you ready for this schedule? It's a gauntlet. Nah, I'm kidding. 105.1 The Fan. Down, one to go here. The firm of Harris and Marang. We do this bad boy every single Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thank you for being a part of our day. We are stoked to be a part of your day. Coming up after us, we'll toss it over to Duck Insider from 1 to 2. It's the Fan Happy Hour with Luke Anderson from 2 to 3. Prime Time with Isaac and Suk from 3 to 7. And then it's Timbers Fan with yours truly, Adam Sussman, in today for Jake Zivin as he is on the road in Montreal. The Timbers will take on Montreal tomorrow, which you can hear right here on 1080. It won't be on 105.1 tomorrow. Primetime will take that spot, but Timbers will be on 1080 for your program adjustment needs. Timbers Fan will be tonight from 7 to 8. We'll interview Kamal Miller. We have that signed up today, the defender for the Portland Timbers, and also the Canadian national team. That'll finish up 14 hours of live, local, continuous regional sports talk radio. Started with Dirt and Sprague this morning, as it always does. It's a free consultation Tuesday. Get those in, 503-864-6326. We'll do that in about 15 minutes. But I thought it was that time of the year, Danny. We finally know dates. We know which Fridays are going to be what, to walk through the old Oregon Ducks schedule. And let me tell you what. Two things that I've noticed on this. One, if Oregon does not go to the playoff this year, there's going to be a lot of problems. This is an okay schedule. It's better than last year.
Well, sure.
It's better than last year. It's an okay schedule. And number two, never in my life did I think that Wazoo might have an easier preseason schedule than old Oregon Ducks do.
Oh, yeah?
We have UW and Arizona. They have Boise State. Is it weird that even though I have Boise State in the regular season, I'd rather play Arizona and UW in a preseason game?
No, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
You don't want to get smacked in the mouth right off the bat.
Dude, we're coming for UW this year. We're coming.
Just keep that for later.
You can write it down somewhere. Put it anywhere. I'm taking my Cougs in the Apple Cup.
We'll make a sandwich bet on the division.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm ready to put a sandwich bet on my Cougs beating the Huskies this year.
Dude,
I'm high on my own supply this year.
Yeah, I know
I'm
you
very high on the Cougs this year.
It was crazy because I go, who's your quarterback? And you said, well, it's a three-man battle. It's like,
three-man battle, and all three of those dudes are going to be SEC quarterbacks before you know it.
well, yeah,
Quarterback you, dude.
That's what I associate with Washington State.
Cam Ward, Gardner Minshew, Drew Bledsoe, Ryan Leaf. Shall I continue?
John Mateer.
God,
John Mateer.
You.
Yeah, QBU, baby.
QB2U.
Oof. That's
Dang,
wild.
Casey. Savage over there, dude.
Not against it, though.
QB2U. That is funny. Bledsoe is also nicknames the starter. Then he gets bumped for the GOAT.
Yeah, well, that's one of those things.
Now he's the most historic backup to ever live.
Is Drew Bledsoe the most historic backup to ever live?
I think he's probably the most famous backup.
After he
that there
left,
ever-
he went and started everywhere else he went.
but
Buffalo, Dallas.
But he did carry the clipboard.
That was a weird time in the NFL. When
One of the very few times that a starter, a very good starter,
number one overall pick,
lost his job to injury.
already played in a Super Bowl.
That's kind of crazy when you think about it.
He's the first. He's the first, unless you want to give it to Trent Green when he goes down for Kurt Warner.
Yeah, for his brain exploding.
His brain exploded.
Yeah.
Drew was healthy.
When he came back, sure, yeah.
There's a famous quote from Bledsoe, one of those Football Life documentaries, a famous quote from Belichick. He goes, yeah, Drew and I just never really saw eye to eye, and then in week 4 when he got hurt, things just kind of fixed themselves. I was like, you son of a... I swear to God, I will run through this TV right now.
It's tough.
The Oregon Ducks open the season in Autzen, taking on Boise State. That is Saturday, September 5th. Should be a fun little game. They'll go on the road at Oklahoma State to take on that team, which God knows what that's going to look like. It won't be as bad as the game was last year with Gundy and the bulletin board material. I would like to think that they're going to move it in the right direction. The interesting one, I was talking with our social medias bro, Jake, right before he left. Friday, September 18th, the Portland State Vikings will play at Autzen Stadium on a Friday in September. What is I-5 South from our station, basically, to Eugene look like after 1 o'clock?
On a Friday when school is back in. Oh, God.
Friday Night Lights, too.
Friday Night Lights,
Bro,
all over Portland.
12:58, I am pulling out of the driveway.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Dude, you might want to get on to 84 and take 205 south.
I am gone. I am out of here so fast that day. So fast that day.
I can already hear it now. Danny's sick.
I'm
planning on being sick on Friday, September 18th.
I'm good. I'm good.
But then the next week, they're at USC.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll just be off Friday to Friday.
Just take the whole week off and party in LA.
I'll just party in LA on the 26th. I am genuinely thinking about going down to that.
Is Friday, September 18th. Bleak just pointed this out on the YouTube. Isn't that also when I-5 is getting closed at the Moda Center?
Oh, yeah, so anybody heading south from there won't be able to get through there. They'll have to go around 405.
Oh, what a fun day of traffic that'll be.
My recommendation, start drinking heavily. Yeah. Don't drive.
Almost like maybe they should do this whole construction project during the summer.
Whoa, dude.
Crazy thought. I know. When traffic's lower, do it then.
That's all kinds of bad news, man.
Ugh.
Then it's a bye. You get UCLA at home, Nebraska at home. Then you'll go on the road, Illinois on October 24th. Halloween.
Let's see what that Illinois team looks like. They're losing a lot.
I agree, especially quarterback. Mm-hmm. Saturday, October 31st, you get a Halloween game against Northwestern. Get weird down there at Autzen. You should destroy them, and that'll be a fun party.
Yeah, then you
You hope it's a night game, right? If it's a Halloween game, do you want a night game?
Yeah.
Right? Get weird.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a famous Oregon USC Halloween game? Did you guys win that game? Was that the last time you guys won?
Was that
Eugene?
the Barkley year? I don't think that was Halloween. I could be wrong, but I don't think that was Halloween. Yeah. But yeah, no. Then you've got Ohio State and Michigan back to back.
Ohio State on the road and Michigan at Autzen. Boy, that Michigan fan base is going to travel well.
They do
to Autzen. We've talked with Dusty.
Ohio State traveled really well when they came here.
Yes, that was Barkley versus Jeremiah Masoli.
Was that Halloween?
Halloween.
Okay.
And USC did win that game.
Ducks won 47-20.
Ooh, hey, a smacking.
So that's the year before.
The Michigan game
2009.
Yeah.
The Michigan game is going to be interesting. We had this conversation with Dusty a little bit, talking about the Minnesota Friday game last year that Minnesota fans actually turned out. For the first couple of years in the Big Ten, any team that hasn't been to Autzen, that's got to be on your board, right?
Sure.
If you're a diehard Michigan fan, even if you live in Detroit, Ann Arbor, Lansing, or wherever in the Michigan area, or you're one of the billions of Michigan fans all over the country, thinking about my wife's ex-husband, you're going to Autzen, right? You want to see that place, this famous, prestigious Coliseum event center of Autzen Stadium. That'll be a wild game.
I mean, Indiana fans, they showed out in Autzen. Oklahoma State fans, they showed out in Autzen. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of people traveling.
I also think you're kind of lucky if you're Oregon when I look at this.
I mean, Nebraska to Oregon. Nebraska's got a diehard fan base.
But I think they've been out here.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying the opportunity for them to come out here, like they're not just Nebraska fans that are there, but I mean Nebraska fans that are here. Like you want to talk about a fan base that spreads the whole country. Go Big Reds up there.
There's another Friday game on November 20th at Michigan State. I'm sure that'll be a fun game to watch. That's an 8 p.m. That's 5 o'clock on Fox. And you finish the season with the Huskies at Autzen Stadium. Let me tell you this. If you're Oregon, something that you have to absolutely love, your hardest games are Boise State, USC, Ohio State, Michigan, and UW, okay? Those are their 5 hardest games.
Two are on the road.
Realistically, only Ohio State can be a big nooner, and probably will be. Think about it. Boise State, you're on the West Coast. You're not doing 9 a.m. USC, you're on the West Coast, not doing 9 a.m. You get Michigan at home, you're not doing 9 a.m. Huskies are West Coast, you're not doing 9 a.m. You are going to avoid the big nooner against your big opponents.
Yeah.
Maybe at Illinois could be a big nooner, but your other road game is at Ohio State. That will be a big nooner.
Yeah, I mean,
and your other is at
especially
Michigan.
if Herb's on the desk.
You're at Michigan State's on a Friday night. Like, I think this schedule for Oregon, in the little nuances, the little tiny facets, break their way really, really well. Really well.
And they get, Boise State isn't.
It's going to be a tough game.
They aren't what they used to be, but
Boise State's going to be predicted to finish the Pac-12 number 1.
Okay.
They graduated a lot of talent.
It's not very nice of you.
I'm just saying, I love Boise State, but they aren't.
Clearly don't love the Pac-12.
I don't.
No beavers.
I want them to do well, but that's going to be tough. I mean, so then they get Oklahoma State, Portland State. I mean, goodness gracious. But then they play USC on the road, and then they get a break. Mm-hmm. Then they get that bye. Like
early bye, man. I'd love the bye in between, I don't know, Ohio State and Michigan.
Yeah, certainly that's better for you. But if Oregon doesn't, like, this schedule is, of all of the teams that are expected to compete in that conference, the Ohio States, Michigans, USCs, Oregons, like, they have the easiest schedule.
The toughest games, if I had to pick two, are USC and Ohio State, both on the road.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what USC looks like. I don't necessarily want to go win-loss sort of thing right now, but I don't believe in the Huskies this year, and it sounds like reports.
What year do you believe in the Huskies?
Every year they had Chris Peterson.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Jimmy
fair.
Lake as a D coordinator, not as a head coach, but as a D coordinator, yeah.
You're not
Sark, nah.
not down with the fish?
Not down with the fish. Not down with 5'8" Damon Williams either, who's going to be the quarterback at Auburn next year.
But until then, he's going to put up crazy stats on the Cougs.
There are rumors that Underwood at Michigan is not having a good spring.
Well, I mean, they have yet to discover the forward pass at that university, so
It's so funny. Whittingham comes in. It's like, no, they run the ball a lot at Utah.
They get a little weird with the Cam Risings of the world, but they don't. It's very, very traditional. I mean, that's why Whittingham fits there. It's very traditional plan of attack, as it were.
I've been told that Michigan has been to Autzen and they curb stomped them. I just don't remember it. I mean, more in this like Big Ten landscape.
Yeah, not just that, but it's like in recent memory. It's like it's the Indianas of the world, like the Ohio States of the world. Like it's not that frequent.
But that's what you skip. You skip Indiana this year. You skip Iowa. You skip Penn State. That's not bad.
No, because
that's not bad at all.
Iowa's a wood chipper, man. Like
it's just a grind.
USC, I mean, both USC and Oregon came into that game going.
It's just a grind.
Especially when you have to go to Iowa.
My Hawkeyes. Yeah. My Big Ten champs.
And of course,
Hawkeyes.
Iowa came to USC last year and it was a swamp. Yeah. It's like awesome.
Iowa just right into Iowa's favor.
Yeah, like, oh cool, we get to mug this up. Like, great, let's go have some fun in this. Like,
and then you have the Big Ten title game on December 5th. If the Oregon Ducks play in that, if they do, they'll wait 3 weeks to play in a playoff game, and if they don't, they'll wait 4 weeks to play in a playoff game because that's how stupid we do life. Coming up next, free consultation. Get those in, 503-864-6326. Anything you need help with in your love life, your family life, your sports life, your work life, or just your upstairs life. We'll take care of you. 105.1 The Fan.
The biggest...
Free consultation. We do it every single Tuesday. 12:15. Happy to have you along for the ride and help you out with anything that you could desire in your life. 503-864-6326, or you can throw it over in the chat on the YouTubes. And I guess let's just get started on this, right? A free consultation. I found a dog wandering around our office park with a rope for a leash. It's a homeless person's dog, and I recognize the dog, and I know where the guy makes his camp. Do I try and find the guy to give him the dog back or take him to a shelter? Dog is clearly not being taken care of very well.
Well, first you beat the crap out of that person.
Well, if the dog's not being taken care of, that doesn't mean the dog is being abused.
You don't take care of animals.
Negligence is abuse.
Yeah.
Fair. Fair point.
You don't take care of animals. You're a sick, twisted human.
Yeah, I think in that case, because the dog clearly needs help, I think you definitely take it to a shelter. You're probably looking for a no-kill shelter, though, because if the dog is in that much of a struggle, a kill shelter might end it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, this dog's emaciated, probably doesn't have a good shot at coming back, who's going to want to adopt, et cetera, et cetera. I'll bet you, though, some cool consultation on that I'll give you. I'll bet you if you do adopt that dog, if you are this listener and decide you want to adopt that dog, I bet you the dog has some pretty good, like, listening skills. Because that's one thing, like, when you see houseless, homeless people wandering around with animals, lots of times those dogs aren't on leashes and they follow right by.
Yeah.
Like, they're decently trained. Now, are they taken care of? That I don't know. But they are kind of decently trained. That might be an okay rescue dog.
This is going to maybe say something about me. Anytime I see somebody out there on the street with a dog, I feel worse for the dog.
Oh, totally.
The dog doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dog might not know any better, though. Dog might be living its best life.
But that's
if they're fed and they've got an owner who loves and takes care of them.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it?
Right. That's the big if.
We know the likelihood.
That's the big if.
That's always just.
My dog loves me.
Say for this one, I would do both. If you already know where dude usually camps up, just walk by with the dog. If he doesn't care enough to go, hey, that's my dog, probably take it to the shelter then.
Yeah. I don't know. I might bypass it all. I don't know. It's tough, man, dude. People connect to animals so what's the word I'm looking for? What's that?
Viscerally.
Yeah. I mean, people's connections, I had to take my cat to the vet yesterday, and because she's been like, she like poops in her cat box, but kind of like peed a couple times on the kids' rugs in the bathroom, the bath rugs. So like my wife's all concerned that the cat's got like bladder issues,
UTI or something.
yeah, something like that. And then we go there and they take her blood, and it's like, yeah, we just have to check for like diabetes or leukemia and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, panic sets in, just like terrified right now.
My cat has cancer? What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm not ready for that. So that's the tough part about the whole situation, is that like that person is already struggling in life, whether it's addiction, mental health issues, etc. And you take that dog away from them, that could send someone down an even worse path.
Yeah.
Have I yucked your yum enough here?
Yeah, no, I'm just like, I mean,
Yeah, this is a tough one to tiptoe around.
It is tough.
I'm not even like trying to tiptoe around it. It's more of like, you can't take care of yourself. I don't know if you should be taking care of animals.
Fair.
I know that sounds like crass and like, well, I mean, they deserve. I mean, nobody deserves anything.
But doesn't could you argue they deserve a little companionship though?
At what cost?
That's the $1 million question.
That's where ultimately I lay in this stuff.
Free consultation. How do you handle it when a friend or loved one doesn't understand the market value of something? For an example, Danny, this is kind of up your alley of recently. My wife is a photographer and was ordering some of our dear friends our good friends a really good rate to do their summer wedding on a Friday night for only $1,000. They seemed to think that wasn't a very good discount until we proceeded to show them that a professional agency would be 2 to 3 times as much. They honestly had no idea how much photography costs. So how do you handle when a friend or a loved one doesn't understand the market value of something?
Call them stupid and shit and tell them the actual reality. I'm being dead serious.
I love
Common
Danny.
sense isn't common. Sometimes they need the glass shatter moment.
No, I'm dead serious. I think most people. Yes. What are you, dumb?
I love that Danny's 2 answers for everything in life is punch them in the face or call them an idiot. And sometimes both.
Yes, because the reality is especially like young couples when they're talking about getting married, like, I think I want to spend we don't have that much money. I want to spend like $5,000 on a wedding, but I have to have this dress, I have to have this location, I have this caterer, I have to have this many people. Like, you just named $50,000. Like, people just have no idea how much things actually cost across so many spectrums. Tiff has started baking these cupcakes that are unbelievable. I showed you.
You've shown me. They look phenomenal.
They're unreal.
They are very good.
Dude, I started looking just on like Facebook Marketplace for like what those cupcakes, like what people charge for those on like Facebook Marketplace. And number one, hers look infinitely better and taste infinitely better than anything I've ever had. And people are charging anywhere from $7 to $10 a cupcake. And I was like, damn, $10 a cupcake? You buy a dozen, it's $120. So if you're trying to do like a wedding full of cupcakes, like, I want to do something simple. I just want to have this custom cupcake order for 250 people. And it's like,
the price of flour and eggs by the pound is what?
yeah. And you talk about like
Flour's still cheap.
well,
Eggs are not.
yeah, but then you
Yeah,
you start getting into like the amount of time it takes to do this. So I just got engaged this weekend. So I rented this big heart floral arch. I got this 50 white rose bouquet. A bunch of other stuff, some candles and all this stuff. And I ended up searching around for it. And I found this wonderful woman who took care of everything significantly less than I thought I was going to get it for. And I was like, damn. But guess what? That on top of the price of dinner for 22 people, on top of
The number went to 22? Wasn't it supposed to be like 16?
It was supposed to be 14 originally.
Dude. Yeah. Sounds like somebody needed to get punched in the face.
I wanted to, but I wanted to make everybody happy. It's, one of those things. Woosah. But yeah, it went well. That was with kids, so it's different now.
So you folded and let people bring their kids. Woosah.
I did, but like the amount of money is like when people have an idea of something, like, oh, I want to get a photographer. Like, thankfully I did go through people I knew. Through people at my church. We had a diamond broker in our church. We had a photographer in our church. Like, I went to them directly, and I did get a bit of a price break.
Well, I think that's innately where the problem runs in, is that people think that your friends, the price break is free.
Yeah, it's like, absolutely
and you
not.
just can't. Oh, but I'll feed you the way. That's not good enough.
No,
it's a lot of work.
Like
One of my really good friends did our wedding. She gave us a screaming deal. Still paid a lot of money for it.
Yeah,
and was happy to.
I
just a slight. Even if I think she gave us like half off, which is very generous.
Insane.
If she would have given us 10% off, I still would have been stoked.
Yeah, because like at that point in time, they're not making money.
Pictures were really good too.
I got my pictures like back. She did them done last night. It was crazy, but they look awesome. Absolutely
that's a
awesome.
24-hour turnaround. Or
48. But like
either way,
that's crazy. You're usually looking at 2 to 3 weeks.
Again, we're talking about editing photos.
Yeah.
That's
she told us like I caught a tailwind and I got them all done. And I was like, Maggie, what? Like, oh my God! Like, and they're awesome. And I didn't even bat an when she told me how much she charged. I didn't bat an eye. Like, okay, cool. Here's the thing. I'm old enough and done enough in my life. I know what stuff costs.
your friends aren't going to take advantage of you if you put genuine faith in them.
Yeah, but it's like that's the thing is like if somebody does like balk at something, it's like, do you not like number one? Do they not know the actual cost of these things? Like,
yes,
that's it. That or are they balking because they think you should do better? Because they're two different things. Because if you just don't know the cost of something, you take the like, dude, like. This is what I normally charge. Like, do you not understand? Like,
that's the easiest way to show. It's like this person just said. Like, they showed him what other people cost. And you're like, whoa, hey.
Like, I'm giving you half price. But if they're just doing it because they're upset about it because they think they should give you a bigger break, Sparta kick them into a well. Like, that's just I hate taking stuff for free from people. It's very hard for me to do. Like. I dropped off all of the flowers for the flower arch and stuff like that yesterday after the show. My car was literally fully loaded with it. I stopped off and dropped it off to her, and she heard me. We were talking back and forth about how Tiff's favorite flowers are peonies. She comes out of her place with a just freshly made peony bouquet, and she's like, "You take this." And I'm like, no. I tried to offer money. She's like, no. I can't do that kind of thing. So like, I can't wrap my head around when somebody's like, you need to give me a bigger discount. Like that's kind of stuff is just like, that enrages me.
But don't you just do photography for fun?
Oh, dude.
Isn't it? Don't you just do this for fun?
Like, think about photography just in general. Like, you're talking about the event, which is anywhere from like probably 2 to 6 or 8 hours.
Joe Fisher DJ'd my wedding, and I paid him.
But okay, let's take the time. How long was your wedding? How many hours, give or take?
5.
Okay, so just 5 hours alone. What's somebody's time worth? Okay, now if photography, they're taking the pictures, which requires a lot, and you're just go the entire time. And then how many hours do you spend editing? That's where, like, yes, good pictures come from the pictures that you take, but how well you can edit them. Bro, I mean, you talk about like when somebody's taking thousands of photos. Like Bruce Ely, who does the Trailblazers photography, he takes a couple thousand photos a night. Like he just knows where they are in the role, and he just can slam it together. But this is a guy who's been doing it for like 25 years. It's like
Just because it's easier for him now doesn't mean that he should get paid less.
Exactly, he should be being paid more because he optimizes it. So yeah, I could go on a whole rant about this. I think I just did.
I think you just did. More free consultation to come. We got some sports stuff. Maybe we can slip you in here if you want. 503-864-6326. That's Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This sports update is brought to you by Reynolds Defense Firm. If you've been arrested for a DUI, you need a team of attorneys that you can put your trust into. Call Reynolds Defense Firm today, online at reynoldsdefensefirm.com. First on the Fan, some NBA playoff updates for you as the Oklahoma City Thunder completed their 4-0 sweep of LeBron and the Lakers last night as OKC took home the 115-110 victory over LA. SGA finished with 35 points as the Thunder will now advance to the Western Conference Finals. Over in the Eastern Conference, the Cavaliers tied the series back up at 2-2 as they took down the Pistons 112-103 in Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell leading the way for Cleveland as he finished with 43 points. Both teams will travel back to Detroit for Game 5 tomorrow at 5 p.m. We have only one Game 5 matchup for you tonight as the San Antonio Spurs will host Ant Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight at 5 p.m. as the Spurs come into the contest as 9.5-point betting favorites. And finally, your Portland Timbers are back in action tomorrow night as they travel up north to take on CF Montreal tomorrow at 4:30. Pre-game at 3:30 as you can catch all your Timbers game day coverage over on 1080 AM. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The Fan is live on YouTube and
Free consultation part due here for you, 503-864-6326. We might be able to squeeze you in. But join us June 23rd as Toyota presents the Fan Golf Classic at Langdon Farms Golf Club. The afternoon round is sold out, and we have under 10 foursomes available for the morning round. It's the most fun day in golf with activations and tastings around the course. There's the infamous Angels Envy Bourbon par 3 6-hole where all of our hosts, Dirt and Sprague, Luke, Anderson, Isachi, and Big Sukanik, myself, and Danny will all be posted up to heckle and admire your shots. We'll keep you fed with a post-round meal thanks to Matt's Barbecue. Head to 1051thefan.com. Click on the Fan Golf Classic logo for information and to sign up today. The Fan Golf Classic, presented by Toyota, is also brought to you by Vulcan Design and Construction, Henderson and Daughter Windows and Doors, George McCoy at Warren Allen Attorneys at Law, Battery Exchange, Maestro Dobel Tequila, Your Neighborhood Restaurant Group, Philbrook Law, 1-800-DIVORCE, Roto-Rooter, Illegal Mezcal, and Window Nation.
You can put it on the board.
Free consultations.
It's the 16th time you read it. That's when you really get it.
Yeah. Dude, I've read that thing more than Paramount Plus, I think.
It's every day, dog. It's like for 2+ months.
It's a long one.
It's a long one.
It's a long
It always is.
I mean, we got a lot of friends that are making the Fan
no,
Golf Classic happen.
that's why it's
so
dope.
that chunk right there is gonna also take it up.
That's why it's a dope event. It's because we have so many sponsors kicking in, man.
Is it our number one event?
Oh God, yes.
Is it bigger than A&A?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm new here.
And remember, afternoon round sold out.
Sold out, and looks like under 10
For the morning.
foursomes for
Yeah.
the morning.
See, here's the thing. I don't know why the afternoon always sells out first. Like, the morning round is what you want to do. Like, if you want to go out and have a good time, you get started early in the morning.
And then hang out afterwards?
Yeah, dude. That's the way to do it.
It's 80 in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's the thing is, man, like, this is June 23rd. Like, it was 2 years ago, it was 90 freaking degrees.
What time do we get there?
We get there at 6 or 6:30.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I like to pre-funk before I party. I can't pre-funk that early.
No.
Well, I mean, I can.
Yeah, no, because
I can.
Well,
Yeah.
Bailey's in the coffee.
No, dude, that's child service, buddy.
Yeah.
Just whiskey straight, coffee on the side.
no, we get there early. And for me, I'm 4 minutes away. So love it.
Yeah, I'm going to probably reach out to Sukanik and see if we can't carpool some situation down there, figure it
Let me
out.
tell you right now, that's a pricey Uber, brother.
Yeah, that's why we're going to have to figure something out. Maybe my wife or the BTJ can hook it up.
That or split an Uber home.
Yeah.
See, me and you are pretty much just doing the old swap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because you're close by too.
Yeah, I'm like right down the street.
Yeah. This is the one event, even when I lived in Newburgh, I was like, oh, I'm close. That's like 12-minute drive, man. I'm good. It's 12 minutes because I could do like 85 in the back roads at 5 o'clock in the morning.
If you are in the morning round, hit me up and I will ride with you. And if you are in the evening round, afternoon round going to Vancouver, I would love a ride home. I'm just going to pimp myself out on this, because I got no option.
Man down. 11:30.
Let's see here. Some free consultations. How do you deal with insane MJ fans? Like, not just MJ as the GOAT or whatever, but super aggressively hates LeBron as a result. Buddy of mine is like a walking meme at this point. That's from our P1 Jordan.
How old is he? Like, if he's
That's a great
if
question.
he's 40 plus, like, you're allowed to.
People, it's really hard for people to let go of their heroes.
Yeah.
Like, for the longest time, I was able to say the greatest three-point shooter of all time is Reggie Miller. And now I don't get to say that
Now he's
anymore.
like 7th.
And I still sit here and go, well, Reggie's the greatest of all time. And people look at me like I'm uneducated.
Don't get me wrong.
Because I
Reggie's great.
don't want to let it go.
Yeah. Our age, like, we grew up with both LeBron and Jordan.
I'm a hater of Ray Allen because I don't want to let it go.
Don't want to acknowledge it.
I don't want to acknowledge it.
And then you have Steph in front of him and Clay in front of him.
Which
and
is
Dame
totally
in front
fine.
of him. It's like,
I love Clay and Steph. They're great. They can be in front of him.
no Dame, huh?
I'll take Reggie.
Dame's the three-point shooter. He is. Dame's probably the
Get off my lawn.
Look at the numbers.
D's probably like the third best three-point shooter in the history of the game. As crazy as that is. But I think age plays a part of that for sure. Like where you're into that. The MJ ones don't bother me. The LeBron ones don't bother me.
It's the Kobe
It's
ones
the
that
Kobe
bother you,
ones.
I know.
Those are the ones that bother me the most because he's not in that category. Like is there anybody else across any of the sports that is like that? Where a player who's very good, great all-time player, top 15 player of all time.
That is elevated more than they should be.
That's like lifted up above what they should be. People who say Kobe's the greatest of all time, I'm just like,
I've always felt that way about Dan Marino.
Do you think he's too elevated?
I thought that everyone
you
was like, his arm, again, he's the golden arm. And
You didn't.
I didn't see it.
You didn't watch Dan Marino play.
yeah, I mean,
Dan's great.
the greatest arms of all time are probably Marino and Rodgers.
His name is
Yeah.
Matt Stafford.
How old is Casey? Your age is showing. What I would say, Jordan, is I would tell your buddy, like, here's a question. Danny and I were kind of throwing this around this morning before we started the show. In 20 years, what is the narrative on LeBron James? Does it improve or does it worsen? It's going to improve. So ask your buddy, like, what do you think LeBron James is going to be thought of in 20 years?
Yeah.
He's going to be thought of as like, whoa, that guy's got Jerry Rice type records, Wayne Gretzky type records that nobody is ever going to touch.
We talked about, like, because he started so young. Like, if you look at the way things are going now, Cooper Flagg's probably the only guy who has a chance. No, I'm saying he's going to. I'm saying because he's came in the league so young.
At 17.
You have to, like 18, but like
18.
you have to come in so young and start stacking so early, be so overtly successful for 23 years.
If the
to get there.
If the Mavericks don't make the playoffs next year, he's already behind LeBron.
He's already chasing.
He's already behind.
Like that's that's the kind of stuff that you have with him. So
And look, I'm an MJ's the GOAT guy. But
as
you
long as
said
you're putting one of those two, I don't care.
But you said it best this morning. Every incarnation of LeBron James throughout his career is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, whether
his
it's
time in Cleveland is a Hall of Famer.
time in Miami,
Miami's Hall of Fame.
his time back in Cleveland, and his time in LA. If you just take those, it's each individual careers, they are all Hall of Fame caliber careers.
You can choose
That's
MJ.
how crazy that is.
You can choose MJ.
Yes, you can.
I choose MJ.
As long as it's one of those two or Wilt. If you're like 80 years old and you say Wilt, go with God. I am not going to argue with you.
I'm going to go the big fundamental.
But, I mean, Timmy D's top 5 player of all time.
No love for Kareem?
If you want to put Kareem in there,
Dude, I like Kareem, but
I-
a dude named Magic Johnson helps that out a lot.
yeah, I squint a little
did it
bit of that.
before Magic,
He
though.
did. Again,
I know.
I
I think I like Magic more than Kareem.
I think that's a pretty standard held belief.
Yeah.
But
But maybe that's the opposite of what you asked, that Kareem is actually better than Magic.
yeah, I mean, you can make the argument. Magic
Well,
could
who's
also
liked
play
more,
1 through
Chauncey
5.
Billups or Rasheed Wallace?
Chauncey's way more liked than Rasheed, and I'd rather have Rasheed.
Yeah. Well,
No hate on Chauncey. Great point guard.
I think that's.
I'd rather
I
have
just think
Rasheed
that's
Wallace.
the argument.
but now,
Duh, I'd rather have Rasheed Wallace now.
but I'm saying, like, who's more like now? It's like, I think probably Sheed.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Sheed's not arrested by the FBI.
stuff.
We'll do one real quick here. If all your teams have been losers your entire life, at what point is it acceptable to switch allegiances on at least one of them so you can be a fan of a winner for once?
When you have a third son and you've been a Pirates fan your entire life, you say, I won't put that pain on him.
I don't know. Where's Swag?
You know, I did dabble with it for a second. I left my Guardians and went
Yeah.
back to the Mariners. Didn't last a season. Went right back. I couldn't quit it.
What I did was for probably a 4-year period, I just stopped watching the Raiders. I just stopped. It's like 2012.
But you can't. It's so hard to give up a team.
But I didn't give
go
give
to
up.
another one.
Yeah, no, I didn't go to another team. I just gave up on my team.
I picked the Mariners. I was like, you know what? I'm done with the Guardians. I hate ownership. I'm out. I'm tired of this suffering. I'm going to the Mariners, a team that I know well, that I watch a ton of.
Regionally,
Regional. I really enjoy their TV and radio people. I love a lot of their players. I love that stadium. I love that city.
and it wasn't Dodgers Yankees.
No. And I couldn't do it for
Yeah.
even a season and went back to my squad because it
feels weird.
I don't have an NFL team, dude, but if I have to choose between games and I see the Chargers on TV, I'm like, I'll watch the Chargers.
Go with Chargers.
Yeah. Well, that's because I'm a Duck honk.
That's all right. You want to go get your Herbert on?
No, I want to go get my Ryan Leaf on. All right, when we come back, closing arguments to send you on your way. That's free consultation every Tuesday at 12:15. We'll finish up, send you off. 105.1 The Fan.
It's time for Easy Play, brought to you by Home Z, making home improvement easy.
Kelsey trying to track down Stephen Cleveland. Good press there from Kevin Kelsey, and a turnover here. Off the head of Brandon Bytes, left for Cole Bassett. Bassett in for DeCosta. DeCosta, Kelsey! A beautiful goal from the Timbers has doubled their lead at the quarter-hour mark.
Fletcher Johnson on the call, heard right here on 105.1 The Fan. Kevin Kelsey named to the MLS Team of the Week, as did Christopher Velda, for their wonderful performances at home against Sporting Kansas City. Timbers fan on tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. And the Timbers will take on CF Montreal tomorrow. 4:30 kick on 1080 a.m. This Easy Play brought to you by Homesy. Use Homesy's online calculator to estimate your project instantly. Make it easy. Call Homesy. That's HOMZE. Homesy.com.
We just finished our roof.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Closing arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit leskinlaw.com for more information. Coming up on the program tomorrow, we'll check in on this Timberwolves Spurs situation, depending on how that game goes tonight. Some baseball talk for tomorrow, and Jeremiah Love had some interesting comments on his contract that he signed, his rookie deal with the Arizona Cardinals, that hopefully is a path to the future in the NIL world. So a lot to get to on tomorrow's program. For that, again, I will plug Timbers Fan tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on 105.1 myself. Adam Sussman will be joining me today as Jake Zivin is on the road. Timbers will take on Montreal tomorrow. You can catch all that action on 1080 a.m. Pregame starts at 3:30. Yours truly on the pregame, and then kick at 4:30 with Adam Sussman and Aaron Heitzen on the call. Tonight, like I said, 5 o'clock, Minnesota, San Antonio. Nom, 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 nom. I'm going to gobble that up. Unfortunately, that will be full screen. I will not. Maybe I'll pull out the laptop and put Buffalo, Montreal, and then after the basketball game, I'll probably flip over for the third period of Anaheim and Golden Knights. Danny, I'm sure you're taking San Antonio to win tonight.
Yeah, I think they come out with a vengeance tonight.
You think it's like a big win, one of those big game five wins?
I don't know if it's necessarily big, but I think it's going to be forceful. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like they're...
Respect my authority.
It's okay, that's cute. You got one without Wemby.
Wemby making a lot of statements up and down the court.
And here's the thing. They're going to try to ruffle his feathers.
Oh, I know.
And
they think they've figured him out.
Yeah, now he's got to find his Buddhist moment. Remember, he went and trained with the monks. He's got to figure his monk out. Like, that's what he's got to do.
The question was asked during free consultation about players that get more love than they actually deserve. A text line put this out there, and I think they're in a very, very interesting spot. The answer is Derek Jeter.
Yeah, if you're talking,
very true.
If you're talking, like, look, ring culture be damned. Like, the ring culture stuff is just so tiresome.
Yes, Michael has 6, and that's probably a big thing that helps push him to number 1
but
over
he's also,
LeBron.
We all knew he was.
Exactly.
Derek Jeter's not LeBron. He's Dwayne Wade.
There you go.
Okay. I buy that argument.
Great all-timer.
He had a LeBron and A-Rod. He had a Bosch and Robbie Cano or anyone else you want to throw up on that roster. That roster was loaded.
But why I think Derek Jeter is overvalued, quote unquote, is he is not a top 10 player of all time.
No.
Derek Jeter, though, if I'm telling you the history of baseball, Derek Jeter might crack that top 10 list of people I need to talk to you about.
If I'm starting over a team from scratch and I have to pick a guy, that might be one of the guys that I pick.
But that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying if I want to talk to you about the last 100 years of baseball and I get 10 players, essentially one per decade. Now, the 80s, I'm probably not... Some decades getting 2 because I'm not going to give you the 80s.
Let's just say you get to do this for fielders. No pitchers here.
Okay.
The last 100 years, is he the shortstop you're taking?
In that conversation, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I do think so. Not the best. Not the best by all. Again, as Derek Jeter as a player, he was never the best shortstop in baseball. I mean, he was in that era of A-Rod, Tejada, Nomar. I'll take Tulo, Omar Vizquel. I take a lot of those guys.
Reyes.
Yeah, I'll take a lot of those guys over Derek Jeter. But if I'm telling you the story about baseball, and this is where maybe Kobe goes top 10, is the story of basketball.
No. That I'm not going to argue.
You got to have him.
Yeah,
and
Mamba mentality, culture, all that kind of stuff. But as far as for me, it's always just like when I talk about top 10 lists, it's not about the story. It's about who are you as a player.
And I think that's probably why some of these players get overrated a little bit.
Like Carmelo Anthony.
Maybe.
Don't disrespect
me. I mean, maybe. I think there's a valid point
People
with
love
that.
the idea of Carmelo
He's a top
Anthony.
15 scorer of all time. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Not a top 15 player of all time.
Top 15 scorer of all time. What is the game meant to do? What was the game that he grew up at? The era that he grew up was ISO, let me just mark up against you and score more buckets than you. He did it better than everyone.
But
is this what it's like when you do it to me?
Sometimes. But the counter of it is Kevin Durant is the greatest scorer of all time. Yeah. He is not the greatest player of all time. In fact, he's not top 5.
No.
But he's the greatest scorer of all time. Good at something. Melo is pretty buns at a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
Team player.
Defense.
Locker room chemistry.
Yeah.
Didn't need to be great at defense. He had Shumpert and Tyson Chandler.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Had Amari Stoudemire.
Defensive Hall of Famers in Iman Shumpert.
Well,
That's where I live.
Because
I'm sorry. We were talking about Derek White all last show. What are we doing here?
Holy goodness.
Cam Boozer at the combine, 28-inch vertical, standing vertical, 32-inch max vertical.
Not good numbers. Maybe
I'm sorry. They updated 35-inch max vertical.
Let's talk some combine stuff tomorrow for
Little tough.
funsies. Sound
Yeah.
good?
Yeah, we'll put a little sprinkle in there.
Closing arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit leskinlaw.com for more information. Leskin Law's one-day divorce mediation, peace treaties, not war plans. That's going to do it for us. We'll catch you all tomorrow. For Danny Marang, that's Casey Smith. I'm Patrick Harris. Go do something I would do.
Bye.